What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night. It's every other Wednesday night. So, you know what that means on Three Star Draw. It's time for Sevens Wild Down South Boys Talking Toys with
That's
me,
right.
Down South 77, aka 3SD. And
Pop Blender, what's up?
what you up to today? How you doing today? How you doing?
Man, not much, buddy. Just been trying to keep my voice from going out. No, yeah, it's been a struggle for since Joe Fest. Man, my voice has been back and forth and really kind of been sick since Joe Fest. Thought I kicked it, came back, thought I kicked it, came back, and if you listened last night to the back end of the stream with Matthew, man, you can definitely hear it. Like it's just I'm just dried out. So today I did not do much other than I made a video on the box office projections for the Fantastic Four. So if anybody gets a chance to check that out on my channel, I just published it, so it should be live. I hope now. I don't know, but it's not very long. It's probably only about 7 minutes long, so it's pretty easy, breezy watch.
Nice. Well, there's Shane is here, same time toys. I guess he is going at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So
Nice.
sure he will probably be checking that out. Be something for you guys to go watch in about 3 hours. go and
Right.
check, go and check. Make sure you check that out in about 3 hours.
I
So
mean, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. You know, the days of the midnight, release or whatever, or midnight on, that was on like Thursday heading into Friday, right? Um, and now they start it instead of midnight on Thursday, they do it at like noon on Thursday or 2 o'clock on Thursday, or earlier than that. So they get
I,
that um, full day of sales.
I always thought that was some kind of stipulation, like some kind of contractual thing where it had to be, it had to be midnight or at least midnight in like one US time zone.
It
Aside from some kind of special deal, I always thought
don't
that was the rule.
don't hold me to it. But I believe it was contractual. If you look at it from the video game sphere, you remember they do the midnight release. People stand in line at GameStop or in the
Oh
mall,
yeah.
even right at
Oh
EB
yeah.
Games or whatever, waiting for the new Nintendo release or a console or something, and it would be,
Savages.
at midnight, right? And so for movies, they have embargoes where they won't allow reviews to go up until the day before or a couple days before. Sometimes, if they're confident about the movie, they'll let reviewers, people that have seen it, like the press or whatever, review it a week early, right? And if it's good, that can be very helpful to a movie to build up hype. If it's bad, then it can go the other way. So a lot of times, if it was a movie that wasn't so good, they would hold off and they'd wait on those reviews until literally right before the movie releases, sometimes overnight in a way. But yeah, you're right. The midnight release used to be a really big thing, but it was Thursday into Friday.
Right.
And now they've extended those show times, and Shane, at Same Time Toys is right, at 2 p.m. is the earliest showing for the movie that I can find tomorrow. But that's not to get too deep in the woods before we get into chat and everything, but that's where it gets tricky because the movies aren't making what they used to make. So if you can extend the hours out and you can get almost a full day worth of receipts, then when that headline goes out, hey, such and such movie made blah blah blah, they've got all those extra sales that they used to not have. So it's almost kind of
Yeah.
like they've gamed the system in a way, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm sure that's probably got something to do with them doing that more frequently now
Yeah,
on
oh
the,
for
the
sure.
movies, is being able to get those extra few hours of returns for that. So
That's a lot.
did you did you get to stay inside today? It's been hotter than balls
Dude,
here.
awful, man. Yeah, for the most part, I did stay inside, and when I went outside, I even just a little bit ago before we jumped on, I actually had a towel handy and ready to like wipe my head off because the humidity's so bad, but somehow I escaped it this time. But yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah,
brutal. We're in the throes of summer
yeah,
right now here where we're at. It's just
yeah.
humidity and 90 plus degrees. It's bad news.
It's awful. Is that now? Is that a different towel than the one you usually keep beside the computer?
Actually, no, it's not. And
Okay, that's
so
just
yeah.
nasty.
Well, it is, but it's special to me, right? And so, but yeah, it doesn't help soak up the sweat anymore. It's
It's kind of flex off. Oh shit! Already off on a roll.
oh
So,
no.
um, so yeah, it's hot, man. I've been outside. I've had to every day this week. I've got to do some outside stuff. Tomorrow and Friday. Yesterday was rough. So, and somehow I talked myself into having to get up and go in early tomorrow. Um, I didn't really talk myself into it. I kind of put myself in that position by going, "Hey,
Okay.
I've got to go this one place, but I can't be there till this one time. You got anything you need me to do ahead of time?" And it was, oh yeah, you can go to this place for me at you think you can be there at 7?
So
Seven.
you opened your mouth is what
Yes.
you did.
Yeah.
You opened your
Yeah.
mouth. That's what
Exactly.
happened.
Exactly what I did. I was like 7, like, hold up now. Like, let me see if I can find something else on my schedule
I
here
heard
because
that.
I don't usually leave till about 8. so no sleep for me tonight.
No,
You know,
no, not
not
much.
much. So, oh well, tis what it is, I guess. So, let's go ahead and say hi to the
Yeah.
chat before we get too far down and can't keep up with it. So,
Right.
uh, Stanley Everhard was here first, and that was at 12:32 p.m. So Stanley was just sitting around
Chilling,
chilling. Was like, in case I forget this later. So,
waiting on the next concert to work,
yeah,
just
waiting
chilling.
on night 2 of Katy Perry, maybe. Keep up
Right.
our toy tubers at SDCC post. Yeah, that's going to be coming in hot and heavy. Same time toys. Have a great show, guys. So I'm guessing you were planning on being somewhere else because you're down there commenting now. So thanks though, Shane. I appreciate it. Congratulations on 900 subscribers as well,
Yeah.
Shane. So
Holy
I'm
moly.
he just hit 9, and I'm getting close to 5. I'm creeping up on
Nice.
5. So
Yeah,
I gotta,
I have I'll tell you what, man, I blew right past 172 and got to 173 so fast it would have made your head spin.
that
That's
it
how
was
that's how fast it happened.
the last time I looked, it was 172. So you were racking them up.
I mean,
So
left and right. I can't keep up. It's
it's
like a NASCAR race.
it's all those
I'm just
standalone videos.
it's all yeah, all that content, all that fabulous content that you can
I,
find.
I'm going to tell you what you need to do, and you guys in the chat are witness. I tell you how to pump them numbers up.
All
Look at
right.
me.
Let's
I've
do it.
I've come so far. Movie reviews or projections or whatever you want to do because you like talking about movies
Sure.
in the beaver costume.
Okay, I considered it. Don't look, it did cross my mind to do it in the Bucky's costume. And
Maybe you could get a
honestly,
sponsorship.
oh, I mean they pay their GMs really well, like 150K a year. So maybe
They
they'd
pay
be
their
willing to,
cashiers really well.
I mean I've paid a beaver, but I mean never mind. I've had uh
Never had the beaver pay you, right? Is
no,
what
never
you're
had it
trying
pay
to
me.
say.
But yeah, no, interesting idea. I have thought about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have thought about it. But I'd rather come by it honest and organically with this body and this face grow my channel.
Just
That's
pay
just what I'm
absolutely
doing.
no attention to the fact that you're wearing a beaver onesie and just play it straight.
It'll
And
take me 20 years to get there, but I'm gonna get there eventually, right?
I think it'll
I
get.
mean, like the Skyrim grandma. You know about that lady?
I don't know about that lady.
Oh, dude, you guys need to look up Skyrim grandma. She's been playing Skyrim for since it came out, and she's like a grandma, and she is beloved. They actually made a character of her in one of the games that Bethesda put out. They actually created her and put her in one of their games. Like that's how beloved this Skyrim grandma is. She,
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. That
Uh,
is.
so look, there's always a chance. It's never too late to follow your
Never too
dreams.
late. Let's get back to the chat. We got crusty old crow says green one going in. My brother from another mother there, crusty old crow. And I just totally lost my place. There we go. So got Derek Holloman is in the house.
Yes.
What's up,
Big
Derek?
dude.
There's Shane coming back saying, "Oh yeah, I made it. You did. We're
Hell
so
yeah.
glad you're here." Jay Astro, who are these toy collecting hillbillies? Where's the Canadian?
They're the parents of one Kal-El, actually, is what they are. Wait, hang on. Hey, Clark. I don't know how to use a phone, Clark. How are you? Superman 2025.
Is that in your any of your videos about Superman?
No, but I need to splice it in because that's exactly how Ma Kent acts in the film. It's pitiful.
It sounds like a little bit like Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Might as well be. Jesus.
We got Sabir Del Norte in the house. Good PM all in the chat. Brandon and Darren, what's up, Sabir?
What's up?
Oh, let's see. Then we got this guy right here, Lawrence, Punkle
Yep.
Toys.
Yep.
Hello, fools. What's going on,
Yes,
Lawrence?
sir.
How you doing? Let's see. Ronnie Trickshot all the way from Australia.
All the way.
Good day, legends. Got Johnny Reno in the house. What's going
Rock
on, Johnny?
melons. Rock melons, Ronnie. Rock
melons.
freaking melons. And Johnny
That's
Reno,
hilarious.
it's your turn to open up your Rattler.
Yeah, right. Pop sat on his so long like a mother hen. Now it's your turn.
Man, I did. I warmed it up.
Mine is still just a gleaming Hasbro's eye somewhere in a warehouse. I have no
Oh
idea.
no. Oh no.
Viper Scout. What's up, Viper Scout? Eric Thurman is in the house. What's going on, Eric? How you doing? Eric whipping up some caviar tasties on his channel. Did you see his recent one? Did a caviar thing?
No, actually. It's caviar is not my jam.
Well, there's so much other stuff with it. It'll make
Well,
it good.
that's the trick, right? Yeah. That's the trick.
You got to put the caviar on something that tastes good.
Is that what it is? I think rich people just go, screw you. I'm just gonna eat it, and because rich people's taste buds obviously are more refined than our own.
Oh, clearly,
that's how they're born.
Yeah, it's genetic. They're born that way, like Lady Gaga. So Todd C's in the house is the Snowcat display looking empty, and I didn't see this because it just happened like 10 or 15 minutes ago. So I'm gonna pull it up. I've got it up over here. They got some pictures from SDCC coming out.
Okay, I'm curious. I'm curious to hear about this.
I don't have them saved or anything. So Todd says, I have a feeling Arctic reveals will happen. And we talked about that. So Bobby Wald, Katie very into the song, came in like a rainbow. I heard she was stuck on her line last night. You don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah, she probably forgot maybe a line.
Doing a line?
Or the backing track got stuck like Milli Vanilli. Everybody, it caused those guys to just literally, one of them to delete themselves, but literally destroyed their career, and now lip syncing is the norm. It's totally the
Oh
norm.
yeah,
But when it happened to
they were
Millie
ahead of the
Vanilli,
time.
now they got Grammys for it, so they, that I understand that. But yeah, Millie Vanilli got vilified, and now,
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
well, right, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like OnlyFans, it's like don't hate the game, I guess,
No, let's see. Shane says he had to hit 900 twice. Three
Oh
people
no,
answered sub right
oh
before the
no,
show. Yeah,
dang it.
I know how that goes. So, let's see. And that's I saw Matthew's comment down here. There's first pics of Flint and Lady J HasLab figures don't look good. Well, they're not finished. They have to go back and add some detail, maybe sculpt some stuff in, and put a little paint here and actually finish them.
Right, right.
David Trevino, Dave's World 77
David,
in the house,
what's up?
57 for me, and I gave up. I'd be happy, more than happy with that.
Don't give up. It's
Don't.
fantastic. Although, well, I tell you what, let's get through the chat and then we'll comment on some of
Yeah,
these, okay? Because I don't want people bouncing out because we just can't get through it. So let's
yeah,
get through
we
the
gotta get
chat
through
and
this.
then we'll get into it. How about that?
Lunchbox Killer in the house. Let's
Lunchbox,
see.
what's up?
Oh, Stanley says, Lady Gaga was 3 shows prior to his trip to Michigan, so he just got to see her too.
I'm sure she
Let's see.
definitely sells out still. Would not surprise me.
Oh, I'm sure, probably so. So, all right, we got to the bottom of the chat. So while
So
it's fresh on our mind,
that comment, here's the deal. Like, it's funny with YouTube and really with anything. And this happens to me because it's like severe ADHD. And I realize it now, or whatever it was even back then, right? It was chocolate milk back then. Now it's ADHD. But I realize it now. The attention, span, the ability to finish what you started. So I have that problem. It's severe. It's really, really bad. And I have a lot of great ideas. I can never follow up on them. However, with YouTube in particular, man, I'll tell you, like, yeah, you see it. You could rack up a bunch of subs in a short amount of time, or you could, rack them up over time. But it all comes down to your desire to like make content, right? And I hate that word content, but it's just kind of the de facto phrase or word
yeah,
that we go to. But it's like, yeah, there are spurts in your life where you have that desire and you're just hammering it out, just bam, bam, like, man, I got a lot of ideas. And then sometimes like you got nothing. And yet you still got to figure out how to drag yourself across the finish line, right? You still got to figure out how to drag yourself across to what the hell? Why is this thing playing? Sorry, man. All of a sudden my phone just started playing something.
sound like you had a transformer over there.
No, all of a sudden YouTube just started playing though. All right, sorry. But my point is like you've got to drag yourself across the finish line. And that's not always easy because you don't have inspiration nonstop. You don't have that constant feed. And some people are able to, some people have it. But for a lot of people, it's like, man, you got some great ideas. You capitalize on some of them, and then sometimes you have some great ideas and you just don't quite get it done. Then you scrap it, or you just say, to hell with it, or whatever. And so, yeah, but that's a decent amount of subs to have and just say, hey, I'm done, right?
Yeah,
But I can
a lot.
understand because it's really all up to your desire to either kind of keep doing it, or if you just feel like it's just taking up too much of your time and it's not benefiting you, then I could see people saying, hey, I'm good, man. Like I've had
Need
fun.
a
It's a
break.
good time, but I need a break, or it's just not my thing. We all have changing interests, all that. It ebbs and flows, right, of life. And so there's a lot of channels that I've subscribed to or watched that I really enjoy. And then all of a sudden, man, like they won't put out a video for 8 months, even though for the prior 4 years, they put out videos every week, twice a week. And then all of a sudden it just
Just
Happens.
gone. Just lost the bug, the cure to the bug.
But it
Um,
happens. It happens with everything, right? It happens with all kinds of stuff.
Woody Triple Deuce, the figure addict in the house. What's up, Woody?
Yeah, Woody. Hey, man. Thanks for the comment, by the way, brother. It just popped up on my notifications, buddy.
Um,
Thank you very much.
so we will we're gonna talk about some stuff. We got some stuff to go over. We're gonna talk about the renders, see what we think about the renders. You know, we've seen them, but our, what we're gonna do later on is we said everybody needs a theme song. So what we're gonna do later is we've each got a list of GI Joes, Joe's Cobra, whatever. We say Joe's, all encompassing, and we're gonna task each other with coming up with a theme song for that character because in my head, I hear theme music and music for stuff all the time. I'm sure you do too. But you ever put yourself in like in a movie where you're like, yeah, you know, like this is the scene where I'm doing this or that. I've done it all my life. Is a picture that I'm in some kind of movie, and with that, I have some kind of soundtrack playing back there. So it's kind of what we're doing for some Joe figures later. Ought to be funny since we're putting each other on the spot with it. So um, but since it just come up and while we got it here and before everybody leaves and goes to look at it anyway, goes on Jeremy Kimberlin's Facebook. And oh, there we go. And I guess it was from the full force, but Kimberlin reposted it. So here's our picture of Flint. Got his extra head down there and his eggs and his sausages and his camp fork. And Matthew said he didn't think these looked very good, but there's our bivouac. Just kind of trying to take it all in. I can't blow it up because I don't have these pictures saved. This is
No, I get it.
straight off.
I'm going full screen here, and I've got YouTube pulled up on the other screen. So I'm going full screen so I can see these pretty good size. Um, okay.
Lady J here looks. I don't think she looks. I don't think they look bad. I mean, they don't.
Is it is that like just the orange and the brown? Is it aren't these supposed to be like white or whatever? Gray snow? Wasn't that what we saw? Or am I
No, I think.
mistaken?
No, I think hers is. I think she's got that jacket. I think she's got the orangish jacket. I don't think it's white.
I
In
mean,
what we
I
saw.
guess maybe
I mean,
I'm
I mean, I got the snowcat pulled up over here so we can look at that. So I guess I could go back to
I mean,
that picture here.
I
Yeah, that's
guess
right.
obviously I'm misremembering, but I
Yeah.
thought they had on like different,
Mm-mm.
more Arctic clothes.
No, it's like that's
Huh.
right.
Well, then I'm
And then
not, yeah, I guess, well,
Flint's got
mind
on
plays
this like
tricks.
Hawk kind of jacket with the fur collar, and then she's got on like an orange whatever parka. I don't know whatever the hell or beanie. I don't think they look
Right.
that bad. I don't know. No, that face sculpt on the bottom down there needs a little work. That's looking a little. That one looks a little pretty girl Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw
Yeah,
Massacre.
I see it now. I guess I just didn't pay attention. Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, it looks like it. Sure.
There's our polar bear.
Rawr.
No, looking pretty good. There's a hell of a gap
Yeah, I
in
was
the
about to
shoulder.
say,
Good
holy
lord.
shit, that's a big gap. Just a bad photo angle, maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Right?
It can't really be that much of. I don't know why I say that, but Jesus. So there's our first look at the polar bear, and then beside the snake armor. Now, the snake armor is huge, man, but that polar bear is in the foreground too. So they're not side by side. So that snake armor looks like it's going to be considerably bigger than the polar bear. Um, I don't know. No, I don't have any snake armor.
Well,
There's our
that's kind of that. I don't know. That angle doesn't give a great representation of
no,
the scale. Actually, to be honest with you, I mean,
no,
it
not great.
looks like it does, but by the way the polar bear is in the foreground, it doesn't quite give you a great scale Yeah,
No.
strong representation. So, and we'll see. You know, it's big either way, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
There's our
oh,
snowcat. And
we got Snake Eyes down there with the glow in the dark hands or whatever.
yeah, their non-glow in the dark
Yeah.
hands is well, they should be glow in the dark hands. Frostbite and the cat there. It's
So
kind of
Matthew thinks the face sculpts look like Super 7. Uh do you get that vibe? I guess, from those. And by the way, real quick, want to highlight Machine Man is in the house too. What's up, Machine Man? Thanks for joining us tonight.
and
Um
Dreadnought K6 also. I just
Hell
saw.
yeah.
So
There we go, baby.
I can kind of see some Super 7. I mean, these are early. They they're not quite that cartoony, I don't think, but
Right.
they do definitely. But then again, this is um these are going straight out of being based off of stuff in the cartoon. So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
the whole
think
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I don't really think that the cartoon aspect is super intentional, but yeah, I can see where he's coming from saying they look a little super 70. Um,
I can see that a little bit.
um,
Yeah, definitely.
then there's our snowcat, another angle there. So there's Mercer and Sarge and Mustard Diver looking pretty good, but like I'd expect them. Those are probably finished, I would
Are
think.
you are you a fan of sticking Mercer in a 2-pack? I mean, why would they not do like the 3-pack, right? And if you're gonna do a new Sarge, just do him on his own. Stick Mercer in a 3-pack at the Renegade. Like I just don't get it. Like that would have made a lot more sense to me than having Mercer and Sarge together in a 2-pack.
I really think it's just to sell people on another Sarge figure. Because there's probably not a lot of people that are real hot for this design of
I'm with you.
Sarge.
I think you're right. I think nobody
So,
would have bought that figure if he didn't come with someone that people want.
I mean, I would have just because I really like Sarge, but I can see where some people wouldn't because they have a more definitive version of Sarge already. And, maybe they don't dig this one. So I think that is purely why this was a 2-pack, was just to sell more Sarge figures.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I get it.
and there's probably a lot of people that just want Mercer. He was by far the coolest of the Renegades. So, it's going to be weird seeing Taurus and Red Dog in a 2-pack, but,
I know that's what I
they
mean. I
ain't
mean,
going
it
to
just
sell individually.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and maybe they would, but I get why they do what they do. It's just sometimes you question like when this had made more sense. However, as someone put it just a second ago, 3-packs aren't exactly like things that sell well.
Yeah.
And so I understand that. I can get that.
Stanley says, "Where's the shark? Where's Shark? Slice and Dice, All Striker, sold at the Hasbro booth. The Shark? What shark? Am I missing
Shark eyes?
something?" No, I don't know. He says, "Where's Shark? Slice and Dice and
Hmm.
All Striker at
Not sure.
Hasbro booth." I don't know. I'm sitting there going, "Shark? Did they announce a shark and I missed it somehow?" Another
With
shot
a
of our
C.
snake armor there.
Yeah.
Another shot of the snowcat from the side. I mean, you can't really tell anything else from these pictures of it. I mean, you got
No.
ski missiles out on the side with the blast effects that are already drooping.
Shark armor's
Um,
shipping out for some people though, right?
Shark armor or snake armor?
Or snake armor. Snake armor. I got that fucking comment stuck in my head because I was sitting there thinking about the fact that it's shark with a C. Right? Isn't
I
it
would
the
shark
shark with a
armor.
C? And then I'm like shark eyes, and I'm like snake armor, and I'm like shark armor, and then I don't know where the fuck I'm going. You ever been that way, folks, in life? You don't know where the hell you're going. You're headed somewhere. It might be into the sun. You know what I mean? Like,
So here we
you're
are
headed
back to
somewhere.
Flint. So those are the pictures that have come out recently. I'll try to keep up. I'm sure somebody will
Jesus.
see it in the chat if something else pops up. So,
Oh,
but that's
100%.
what we were talking about. So,
Shark armor for underwater, says Machine Man. Same time, Shane, welcome to my world. No, I hear you, buddy.
yeah.
I do. I do. I
Um,
do.
what he says, not the blue lights. I like them yellow. Yeah, I don't want the outside. At least the bottom lights. They need to stay the yellow. I don't like the blue for the fog lights. The ones on top,
Yeah, yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
but
But you know those it's that I mean, that's kind of that new thing, right? I say new thing. It's been going on for 20 something years, but that blue light, that kind of,
oh
high
yeah,
beam type of thing that's not high beam,
yeah.
that's very popular, and so I understand, going with that kind of
Oh, I
thing
know.
if they want to. So,
They got a ticket for some bitches one time in fog lights.
damn,
Yeah, they were too blue. They were too blue.
you a bad
Uh,
boy.
so now I have the yellow ones. Matthew says Mad Marauder Sarge didn't sell well. I don't know. I think most everybody that bought the first one probably got it. I like the Marauder Sarge. I got him up here. He's
Just
pointing
don't.
at me now. The
I
ditty
don't.
bag.
Yeah, the ditty bag this. I don't know,
Itty
man. I mean,
bitty.
he's whatever. See, here we go. We got Lunchbox talking shit. I got Breaker yesterday. Okay, rub it in, man. I'm just messing with you. Rub it in. Rest of us dumbasses got there 52 minutes late.
Mine Mine is somewhere in Illinois right now. So
Yeah,
Turk,
well, at
check on
least it's
that
on the
for me.
way. At
Mine's
least
on
it's on
mine
the
is in
way.
Illinois. Yeah, it's it has actually left Target's fulfillment, whatever. So yeah. Apparently he come back up at a couple of times
I don't
today
want to
on
hear that
Hasbro.
shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't have time to check on Hasbro every 10 fucking minutes. I mean, seriously, man. Like, I ain't got time to sit there and pull that app up. Even when I have time to do it, I still ain't got time to do it. I don't have that kind of discipline.
Discipline. Like you're in Cobra Kai or
I
some
mean,
shit.
seriously though, man. It's like, oh, he came up a couple times. By the time you even found out, it's like a stock. It's like some kind of meme coin or Bitcoin. By the time you find out about it, the shit's done got out of
Yeah,
your reach.
yeah.
You're like,
It's
damn, I
too
wish
late.
I'd have jumped on that in 2014. I mean,
Yeah.
and even if somebody sent you a text today, if you got that text an hour later, you've already missed out.
Right. Just plain yogurt's in the house and says, "Holy frioles." I just got my Rattler email from Hasbro with a tracking number. Well, hell
You
yeah,
know
that's what I'm
what?
talking about.
I may
Is he turns his own.
I
You
may
ain't no
not
breaker,
have
but
I
you
may
got a
not have
Rattler.
breaker, but I got battle damage Rattler right here,
Yeah,
damn it. You can't really
yeah.
see the running lights on it too well, but that's because Superman has saved this plane from destruction. Okay.
I like how you got it posed with Superman holding it up because
I
it's
just thought it'd be
damaged.
kind of funny,
I think that's
you
funny.
know.
Um, Matthew says he wouldn't be discounted at every retailer if he sold well. Last I checked, so are the Stingers, and everybody I know's got at least one of them fuckers. So
Really?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Machine Man, I'm with you. I kind of talked about that a little bit, man. I feel like trying to order toys now, like you can't find them in the wild, and that takes a lot of the fun out of it. And then um, ordering them online, while yes, you get all excited and it's a dopamine hit as soon as it goes live. You're scrambling and you're ordering everything, but it's just not the same, like that
No,
you can't see it, you can't feel it. You just it's like, okay, great, I'm ordering this thing and I really want it, but it'd be so much more fun to walk into a store and be surprised, and find it on the shelf and be like, hell yeah, this thing looks awesome. For me, that's a lot. That's what's missing, rather. I just feel
make it
that
a
that's
lot
what's
more
missing.
fun. Yeah, I wouldn't
And
feel the grip, the death grip of the FOMO if I thought there
Yeah.
was a chance I could find any of the shit
Yeah,
in the store.
absolutely. Ordering online is not fun. That's not, the process of it is not fun. It's a byproduct of where we're at and you have to do it. But like there's nothing fun about, selecting PayPal and then proceeding to check out and it's like there's nothing fun
Yeah,
about that, and
not
toy
at all.
collecting should be fun. Every aspect of it should be fun, and they've taken a lot of the fun out of it to me. And yeah, Shane, it is work. I mean, Scott, uh, War Chest talks about it all the time. Like if you're a busy person or you work, like you don't have time to sit by a computer all the
Mm-mm.
time. You don't have time
No.
to sit there, and maybe you miss out on that pre-order, even if you are a premium member, and you're screwed. I mean, really. And so it has taken a lot of the fun out of it. Did
A whole
you
lot.
you told me your claw should be there tomorrow, right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, my claw is supposed to be here tomorrow, and as Todd says, claw incoming.
Okay.
Some people have it's on the way for a lot of people, but it's processed for a lot. Like they're shit. It seems like they're shipping the claws the same way that they've shipped some of the other stuff,
Right.
but it looks like a whole lot more people are getting notices for the claws than they got for snake armor and for sure for the rattler.
Well,
Um,
mine definitely it went out. I don't know. I haven't looked to see when it's going to be here. I'm actually just checking now just to see. It says arriving tomorrow, so we shall see. Right.
nice. Viper Scout says Full Force is reporting All Striker and Slice and Dice available for purchase at SDCC.
So okay, so that was in the comments earlier. That yeah, it was in the comments earlier. Somebody said that the I think it might have been
Stanley,
Stanley said that the yeah Slice and Dice All Striker were for purchase. You know, so for those that are going, that's awesome. Like right, that's sweet. I assume that Travis Moody will have those in hand
he'll
and
be in the
ready to
hotel
do a
room.
review on them.
He will be doing
Right?
hotel reviews if
Yeah,
that is the thing.
yeah.
I don't really blame him though.
No, I don't either. If
Make
that's
this
what you're
or
wanting to
something like
do,
that.
absolutely.
And then Sabir says, so those are about to charge too. Who knows, man, at this point.
Man, we talk about it all the time. I'm not a fan. I don't like the random charge shit. You know, and even when they tell you, "Hey, check your stuff. We're getting ready to charge." Okay, is that in 3 days? Is that in 5 days? Is that in seven
A
days? Is
week,
that
yeah.
like you truly don't really know when that's going to happen. And we've been look right around Joe Fest. We had a real big drought for a long time, and then all of a sudden it was like this figure, this figure, this figure, this figure, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, hang on a minute, hang on just a second. They adjusted the release date, they adjusted the ship date, and all of a sudden we just started getting hit. Charge after charge after charge, man, and I'm just not a fan of that method, man. I don't like it.
No,
I
it's
like
terrible.
Method Man. I'm not a fan of that Method Man.
Uh, Shane says, Hasbro distribution sucks ass. And then there was a comment
Yeah,
somewhere up here I saw from yeah, trying to order a toy is turned into Pokemon
Pokemon Go.
Go.
Right.
That's a good way to look at it. And I just got a message from somebody that the about Cold Slither. We're going to talk about that set, but
Yeah.
obviously goes up tomorrow for Pulse Premium members. It's a limit of two, so it's not a limit of five. It's a limit of two. So keep that in
Really?
mind. Yep,
Okay.
that is what I am. That is what I am being told. So I didn't pay attention to that. If that is even on the site for it.
I haven't. I mean, I
No,
would I wouldn't know until I went to go order it, and I just happened to see the little. I mean,
I was just
I'm only
wondering
gonna
if
get one, so it doesn't really matter for me. But
I was just wondering if that was something that I missed. somehow when it got put on here that nobody, might not have been talking about it or I didn't hear it, but no, that's not on the Pulse listing. So that's
Okay.
something that they just announced tonight, I guess, at SDCC. So let's see.
Everybody that's planning on getting uh Cold Slither, make sure tomorrow, I guess, you're ready to go.
Yeah. So as a post somebody had put in one of the Joe groups, everybody talking about the HasLab and scalpers and whatnot. Nobody's much talking about Cold Slither, as far as buying one for trade or resale or something, because it is a limit of 2 and not 5. So I
Yeah.
still haven't heard whether or not they're going to have the set there at SDCC. I'm sure it's been announced and somebody knows, but I haven't heard. Like if you're there, if you get it, get to take it home like Once a Man Cobra Commander was.
Right.
I'm sure that's probably been said so far, but I hadn't heard. What's up to Tony's Figs? How you doing, Tony?
What's up, Tone Loke?
Tony.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's check through here. So
Speaking
yeah,
of
Target.
fangs. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the whole Target thing, man, is but it's a mess, but it's always a mess with Target. I mean,
Yeah,
we
no.
talk about
It's
it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing that happened with the Tiger Paw. And eventually everybody was able to find the Tiger Paw by the time it was said and done. But it's just a shame that the process is the way that it is. I haven't gone. I've seen all kind of posts from people going into Targets that say they're out of stock and it's hanging on the peg.
See, I don't. Yeah, so you can probably expect that kind of bullshit, right? Because then, if you ordered it overnight, and then you sat there and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go pick it up, and then all of a sudden you get cancellation, messages on your emails, or if like that where you walk in even though it's supposed to be sold out and yet somehow it's hanging on a peg or it's sitting there on the shelf, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I really feel like um I really do feel like when I went the other day, they had some there. They
Yeah.
were sitting there chilling, and yet they had people that supposedly were going to come pick them up. Now, on top of that, even though I'm physically there, they might have been sending messages out to people who they had pulled shit that then they might say, nope, sorry, it got canceled. I mean, you really don't know. And
No,
then
you
you have the
don't.
speculation that, the employees are selling them on eBay. And while I get that, and I know there's probably a smart employee here or there that's going to go ahead and just buy it outright and then turn around and sell it on eBay. How many of those people are at each store, right? Like, I just can't believe that there's somebody like that at every Target
I
that's like, oh,
no.
yeah.
That's some hater that didn't get it that's saying that
I
shit. I
think
mean,
you're right. Does it happen? Probably,
yeah,
but not
I'm sure it's
everywhere,
not
not
rampant.
all over. Right.
And it is not, if you work at a store, it's not that easy to get that
I was
stuff
gonna
and
say, yeah,
get out, with it. I worked at Walmart and I
yeah.
worked at Target, and I collected stuff when I worked at both of them. And it's been a long time, but even back then, like I'm sure some enterprising person can find a way, but it's not as easy as it sounds like. It ain't like you just set the shit by the door and then when you shifts over, you grab it and go check out with it and just walk up there with the case or with 6 of them or whatever. It just,
Right.
I'm sure, I'm not saying it don't happen, but it don't happen like people make it out that it happens. So,
Yeah.
Action Figure Addict, what's going on?
What's up?
Alpha, who is, I believe, going to be on tomorrow night with Punk with Toys on Thursday with a friend. I do
Okay.
believe it is his turn to be on tomorrow night, if I've got that correct. So, show you guys something I saw today. We pretty much talked all about the banner I've got there, rattlers and fangs and snakes. Oh my! So
Wish we
um,
had a fang.
uh, I've got no notice on my either my snake armor or my rattler. So I haven't been charged for snake armor. No, I know somebody that's I've seen a couple of people that are getting them tomorrow. So my buddy out in
That's cool.
Washington State, his are coming tomorrow. So weird distribution. But we've talked about all of that stuff, so we know where we're at with that. I want to show something I got to see in person today. Never have gotten to see this thing before now, and finally got to see it. So got to see one of these today when I stopped by Yojo Depot. He got in four pallets of Super 7
Oh, yeah.
stuff. And he texted me and was like, "Hey, uh, Cat's Layer's here, man. If it was like it's freaking massive." So hey, that's some of them sitting there, and I've never seen this. Like the few cons I've been to, they didn't have this, so I've never seen it in person. It's been out now for 6 or 7 months, but it's so big you don't hear much about it because not many people ordered it. It's not everybody has the room for this thing.
Yeah.
So I was there, and he started unboxing one of them, and I was kind of helping him unbox it. I didn't have a lot of time. I was on break at work. I had another account to go to, but I kind of helped him unbox it and kind of put it together a little bit, or I held packaging while he put it together. I wasn't going to take a chance on snapping something.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
um,
No doubt.
but so he got it out and put the paws on the front of it, and we were kind of messing around with it, and got a couple picture of the inside there. And this is literally
Dang.
case fresh. This is as case fresh as it gets. I mean, we pulled it out of the shipper box.
There's some high
So
steps.
boy,
Shit.
I didn't think about the pitch of them steps.
Look how.
Uh,
Oh my God.
that's a ladder.
Yeah, right.
uh, but when you think about this thing though, and we've all seen pictures of it if you've never seen it in person or if you don't have it. So this is the inner workings of the back of it. It's a play set. So this
Yeah.
is obviously sized for the ultimates, which are 7-inch figures. So you
Right.
think about using this thing for Cobra or something. And I didn't get any good pictures of the back, but I got pictures of the sides there. That's one side, and then the head for the cat is as big as my head is.
I mean, it looks like it. I mean, just from any picture, man, it just looks.
But it
Holy
just
crap.
seeing it in person, man, it's massive. I know Punk had talked about a lot about he saw it at I think PowerCon back
Okay.
when it was funding or getting ready to start funding or whatever in 2023, and about how large it was. And was like, if you haven't seen it, you just don't understand. But things huge, man. But it was cool
Yeah.
getting to see it in person.
Yeah. No, I
Stanley,
mean, like you said,
possibly. What a teeth.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch out for them teeth, though, man. That's it's like a chick with braces.
Teeths, man. Oh, let's see what else I got wrote down over here. So we talked about Cold Slither going up, and tomorrow, just go ahead and pull up Pulse while I've already got it over here. Uh, 14 hours and two
Yep.
minutes it will be going up. So
Yes, sir.
now we know that it is a limit of two. So how do you think this thing looks? You like it, right?
I mean, I like it, but I mean, I like the drum set. I'm a fan of like the music part of it. I also think it's just one of those kind of niche, fun little things that you otherwise wouldn't really see, especially in this scale.
Yeah.
And I can also understand why there's a lot of people who are going to pass on it because either A, you get to the point again where you start talking about space, but I don't know, man. Overall, like, I mean, is this not what cartoon lovers like want this kind of thing? Isn't this kind of the idea behind special little things like this is to get some of those uh unique, different, probably not really gonna see this type of toys? I mean, does that I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I mean, I can understand why somebody really isn't into getting it because they don't really care about Cold Slither. Look, I'm not somebody that's just like, hell yeah, Cold Slither, they're the shit. They're better than Black Sabbath. Like I don't, whatever. I mean, it's a funny episode or whatever, and but like this is one of those unique kind of fun off kilter things that they do that we're probably not gonna get a lot of, right? And so I think it's fun to have it. The packaging looks great. Um, I
Gonna take up
know,
a pretty big chunk of real estate.
yeah, but I still think it's fun to have. And I know War Chest talked about that he because it doesn't have a microphone stand, and the mic that he's out on it. If that's the case, I get it. If that's the sticking point for you, I'm sure people have had other sticking points on figures that was smaller or bigger. But to me, like this is cool as shit. I don't know how you wouldn't want this. I'm sorry,
It's
like I
i-
really don't.
if
It's
you were into
awesome.
the cartoon, if you're a cartoon fan, like it's right up your alley, and it's the perfect exclusive. Say what's up to 610 Yo Joe Daddy in the
Yo Joe
house. What's going on,
Daddy
man?
was happening. Hell
Uh,
yeah.
Subscribe on the way out.
Replay
Replay
Squad is
Squad. I
great.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah! Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy whatever we do next. Um, yeah.
The
So they
the
yeah.
drum set really makes it for me. Like they did a great job making a toy drum set. That's not something you see all the time. It's really
No,
not.
it's what's it, one, two, three, four, five piece.
I mean,
Looks like
and a
the
stool,
snares. Yeah,
so I mean it's you just don't see that often, and I think they did do a good job with it. Now in hand we'll see, but it's just unusual to see that. Usually it's the guy holding some drumsticks or something. You know.
yeah. I think they did a really good job with the figures. The packaging's top notch, and then I got some of the promo pics that come out for it this week. Look really good.
Yeah.
Um, just plain yogurt says they had to slap a number on it. So many completionists, or so my
Okay.
completionist is screaming at me to get
N-
this, and
Not
that's
a
where
fan of that.
yeah, they've done it with everything except what the firefighter and the 60th anniversary figures. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
I'm not a fan of that. Not a big fan of that. I don't like that. This should be something that's not, for completionists, and Lord knows there's lots of them. And
yep.
they know that. So I don't think that's fair to do there. No mic, no turntables.
No,
but
no, no two turntables and a microphone, not even one.
but I mean a mic, it's something, they're out there. Right? They're
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, but you shouldn't
You
have
can
to
get
source
one.
that though. That's not the microphone. The turntables, sure, but
Oh
microphone
yeah.
not coming with this is kind of criminal.
It is weird, and you wonder, it's like, did they forget that? Like, how would you forget that? I don't
Yeah,
know, but
you you can't tell me that the microphone costed out of the four-figure band set that comes with a keytar,
right,
and
right,
and
right.
you costed out the mic. Get the hell out of here. So Machine
No.
Man says, "What are the black bars to the right?" If you're talking about that, that's a fire escape ladder. That's a drop down fire escape
Oh,
because you
for
don't want
sure.
it to don't want it to be like that club in Rhode Island that Great
Oh
White
no.
played that one
Oh
time.
no.
So
Holy crap.
definitely don't want a repeat of
Sweet
that one.
Jesus. No, you don't want
Uh,
that shit.
So pretty cool promo pics here. Zartan smashing the guitar. And,
I think photography is the greatest beneficiary of this, right?
oh, for sure.
I mean,
I don't.
ultimately, at the end of the day.
I had this conversation with somebody just like an hour and a half ago. Like, what can you really do with this set other than just like do concert setups, or like you're not really gonna have these guys fighting the Joes or anything. So
No.
speaking of Joes, GI Bros in the house. What's going on, Rich?
Oh, hell yeah. Bring them guns up in here, brother. Um,
They're lip syncing anyway.
you know,
Talking
and
sense.
they damn right. So I guess you could do the barroom brawl, right? Kind of deal,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that kind of stuff. But overall, I mean, even dudes, look, here's the deal, man. Having played drums, having the mic hole cut into the bass drum head with the actual like silver, piece that you put in there to keep the bass drum head from splitting, so that you have the trim piece there. Like that's a pretty cool little detail that most people wouldn't think about. So it does miff me that they don't think about the microphone and stand, but the bass drum head actually has a mic hole cut into it with a trim piece on it on top of that.
Got the little clasps here, the little
Cause
snaps holding the
yeah, oh
drum, the
yeah.
head on. So
But that mic hole does actually cut into the logo, which is a little interesting as well. Like it does cut out some of the logo. You can't read the entire logo because of that. But that's exactly how someone would have their bass drums set up if they were out
yeah,
playing live. Now the hi-hat's on the wrong side. They kind of jacked that all up, but whatever.
you can probably move that though. It doesn't look like
Unless
it's
he's a
all
left-handed drummer. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, no,
no.
it looks
It's
strange.
like it's
No, it's
modular.
not. But
Buzzer
yeah.
does appear to look quite a bit like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Who's a good kitty?
You do get dreadnocked with different head sculpts and different, like that kind of thing. Or you could take right here, you could take that head sculpt off and you could put Lady J. Now, how much fun would that be? Right? You know what I mean? Like, let's get crazy with it.
Like they're at the Liz Fair concert.
Let's make the Go-Go's. Let's
I like that one. That one's good. So
that's
so
that's
I'm
pretty
hoping
pretty sweet.
I'm hoping the heads from these figures will fit on the ball joint, the neck peg for the regular figures.
I would assume, unless depending on what's around the collar and that kind of stuff.
But I mean, they've changed neck ball sizes like 4 damn times, so
Yeah,
the nothing interacts. So there you go. There's a
that's
good
that's
shot
a
of
that's
Buzzer.
a good picture. That's a good picture right there. Now see, now it's properly set up. The snare drum's a little too far to the left, but if you want to see the proper setup, then when I get it, I'll take a picture of how you should set it up so that you don't look like a dummy.
Please do a video about that when you get it.
Seriously,
The proper way
seriously,
to set up Buzzer's drum kit.
do not set it up like this.
Joe Ara is here. What's going on? Says Average Joe band up next, but they were
Oh
all just
yeah,
in
baby.
regular. They were just in regular, outfits. Like
Pick
they
up the
didn't. They weren't in
pieces.
costumes. So,
Um,
so they're
I would
cool.
love, I'd love to
Man,
see it. I'd love to see it. Love to see Joe band. I mean, but yeah, but they don't have the spandex shit.
so that's going up tomorrow, and something that I haven't
Instrument
really
heads.
seen gotta get a whole ton of attention is this is going up tomorrow as well. The Walmart Collector Con. Um, this is tomorrow and Friday. I believe this one is going up tomorrow as well, and I think it is at 9 or 10 Pacific. So this is the Night Force Beachhead and Quick Kick 2 pack. The
So
listing is already up at Walmart. You just can't do anything with it, but it's already there. You can
now,
find it.
is this pre-order
Yeah,
Okay, so what about Cold Slither though?
that we don't know yet. Well, that's one of the things I was saying. Like, with is it there, like where people at the con can pick it up, and then next week or something they're going to start
That's what I'm
shipping the
trying to
rest.
figure
We
out,
don't
right?
know that
Is
it
it
hasn't
yeah?
come out yet. I don't think.
Because that's I'm like, is that pre-order or is that purchase? You know,
Yeah.
do you need to be, ready to go for purchase
Oh,
or
this will be a pre-order
I know.
for
Why is
this one.
why do I have an
Uh,
error on YouTube?
so
Interesting.
Stanley says, yes, 6 a.m. tomorrow, so that'll be 8 our time tomorrow. So
Good God. Oh.
I'll probably miss this one, but I'm not planning on really ordering this one
Do you
right
think
off
this
the
one's
bat.
gonna sell out?
It will at first, just because it's an exclusive, but I don't think it's going to be hard to get down the line.
I
I
don't
don't think
know,
this is
man.
something a lot of people are clamoring for.
I don't either. I really don't, man.
Woody says Jay Gonzo is in the Hasbro line as we speak. So if you're talking to him, tell him to find out if Cold Slither is in stock and people can leave the con with it, or what. Tell him we're
That'd be
live and
great.
he's our on the spot reporter. We need to know. So if you're talking to him, yeah. So John Reno says that's what I said when they announced the set. They need extra
Yeah.
fretting and picking hands.
That would have been cool, is that at the very least you had an extra hand that has a guitar pick in it, right?
Yeah,
And something like that. But of course that level of detail, they're probably just like, whatever, people will get over it. But I think at the
yeah.
very least that would have been a nice addition. Just a right hand or whatever that just has a pick in it would have been cool.
So this is not really a set that I'm just dying
Nah, no,
for.
no, 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 no.
Uh,
I don't. Whatever, man. As much as
so
I like
it,
Beachhead, whatever. There's nothing. There's not enough different here for me, and I don't look at Quick Kick as this type of soldier.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, everybody talked forever about wanting a tactical quick kick. So the people that have
Okay,
wanted that, there you go.
nah.
Tomorrow morning. So
I need to
uh,
start being selective, and I can be selective
I'm
on this.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you. And this is one that I can wait for. I don't
Yeah,
I don't I don't need this. It's one that I'll pick up later. I am trying to do all the Night Force, but that was mainly just because of the Dragonfly. But I don't think this is going to be hard to get down the road.
these guys to me, they don't even belong with the Dragonfly. I'm sorry. I'm like, they could be on that ground team that's 13 miles away.
Yeah, they're not all that great, are they? But
I,
just to let people know,
mm,
hey, they're going up
yeah,
tomorrow.
for sure.
So
Hmm.
if it's your thing, if you're a completionist, if you need it, they're number 164. So if that's your deal. Speaking of Walmart, I got some of these at Walmart. I wanted to show these in case anybody needs them. These little pencil cases, they're
Oh
setting
yeah,
all the back to school stuff right now.
right.
So these are 97 cents
I
and
knew it. I knew it. I
they
knew
had
it
them
before you
in
said it. 97
97
cents,
cent.
dude. I knew it.
They had them in like three different colors. They had like a blue and like a brown or something.
Yeah,
But like I've got some of the other ones that are kind of pencil cases, but just for like size comparison, like you can probably get two guys in here or
right.
like a deluxe figure. So if you're going somewhere and you just want to take a couple of guys and throw in here and not take a whole big setup, like you can get two dudes in one of these. They were backed by these. They were backed by stationery though. They weren't on an end cap. They weren't with the actual back to school stuff. But that's why they're out, is because they don't have these big ones like this throughout the year that I've seen. So
Yeah.
if that's something people are looking for a way to transport a couple figures somewhere, 97 cents at the Walmart. Don't you love it when people put the K in there, or the Walmart?
Shoot, I try to stay away from them folks.
um, I was going to show you something else. It's something that I did pick up while I was down at Yojo Depot, and you can appreciate this. Oh, yeah. a 30 quart bin like that. Yeah. Uh, I don't do my accessories like that. Mine are in bags and numbered according to figure. So
Let's
uh, I
see.
picked I picked this dude up today, and I know you for sure, Pop, and most everybody can probably appreciate this right here.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. No, I know I had
So,
enough wrestling matches with that guy. That's for sure.
so this is of course,
Million of them.
the
Look at that.
LJN.
Yep. I love the font on the shirt too. Total
You
80s
know,
font.
yeah. I did not pick this up for me though, but I wanted to show it before I packed it. I wanted to show it off tonight, man,
Yeah,
because it's
it's
a really
great.
good example of Piper. Most of the time, his face is all rubbed off, but he just got a couple spots on his shirt.
Yep.
But got a buddy that's a huge Piper fan, and he saw this in my video that I did from last week when I went down to Yojo Depot. I did the
Right.
walkthrough video, and he saw it and he was like, next time you go down there, see if they've still got that Piper. I was like, he probably still gonna have it. It's been there since I started going there.
Man, me
So
me and my buddy Troy, dude, god dang it, we had all those guys. I mean,
yeah,
it felt like it from a period of time. I think it was all of them, even the managers.
yeah.
We used to have matches with them and everything, man, like all the time with the
Troy
rink.
was
And
hardcore into those guys, man.
yeah,
Troy was
yeah,
massive
yeah,
in those.
we really love those, and those things are heavy. I mean, they are
Yeah.
heavy. You could throw one at somebody, and you could really put a dent in their noggin.
Well, it's funny. He's got the ones that he's had that are in the case, which is where the Piper was. Some good
Yeah,
examples of them, and he bought, I guess, a collection that had some in it, and he had some that he had to clean up and kind of get looking a little better before he puts them in the case. And it's funny you talk about how heavy they are. One of the ones he had was King Kong Bundy.
yep, oh
You
yeah,
remember that dude? I was like, you could
oh
pick
yeah,
him
for
up and
sure.
he'd bounce like 4 feet, man, because he was so heavy.
Yeah, big dude.
He had a he had a Jimmy Snuka. He had a Superfly Snuka in that collection that he bought, and it was probably the best looking example of Snuka that I've seen since it was new in 80 whatever 3 or 5 or whatever it was. Um, Really good looking Superfly Snuka, but I wanted to show that off before
Yeah,
I pack
he
it
had
off.
the leopard print
Yep,
trunks. Oh yeah,
trunks
yeah.
and the boots or
Mm-hmm.
fur around the boots or something.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that Superfly's great. Damn, three of them. Okay,
Three
hell
Pipers.
yeah.
So I
You can
grabbed that one for him.
see actually, and you can see all of like in Yojo Depot. I posted the link for that video. But yeah, you could check out that store and you can see those figures in the case, like as you scroll through them and stuff. It's got basically everything that's in the store.
Yeah,
Nice little look at
I'm
that location.
I missed the aisle that he's got all his classifieds on. If you watch that video, the aisle with the classifieds isn't in it because there was a guy in there with his kids, and that's the aisle right in
Oh,
front of the counter. And they were
yeah.
over there because he's got showcases over there with Pokemon cards and stuff in
No,
it.
I would
So
have
they
just
were.
probably kicked him out of the way. Um,
I
push the kids
thought
down on the ground.
about it, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose any favor I might have garnered.
No, I
Uh,
hear you.
and also the guy that was in there with the kids, so they do probably more trading and deals than I do down there.
Okay.
And so want to take a guess on what that guy picked up when he was down there? They were doing some trading with comics, and then he
He
bought his
picked up
kids some stuff.
he picked up the cat's lair.
No, this was before Cat's Lair was there.
Darn it. He
So
picked up the dog's lair.
the Paw Patrol lair. Uh, no, when I don't know what all was in the deal, but I know he left with Amazing Spider-Man number 129. Uh,
Okay.
which is first appearance of Punisher.
Yep.
And it was great. It was a 80 grade, so pretty good example of that book. So no, I'd have got thrown out of there before that got thrown out of there. So, um, but I've had my eye on that Punisher book ever since I've been going down there. But
Nice.
like everyone, no way I'm gonna be able to get that book. I should have bought it in the '90s when it was like $400. Thought that
Yeah.
was a lot.
Yeah, right.
Um, and then I got this dude. Hadn't opened him yet.
Oh yeah. Yep. Look at them teeth. Go all the way around that head.
I like his
It's like,
accessories. Spore pod.
oh yeah.
It comes with the spore pod.
Yep. Nice.
Um, um, let's see. Look, check my list over here of stuff to bring up. So BBTS has sent out notices that they're about to ship the retro cards, Flint and CoverGirl and Televiper. So I guess people are getting notices from BBTS that those are
Okay.
coming soon. Um, I've got mine are just ordered at Pulse. I don't have them ordered
Yeah,
anywhere else.
no, me too. Me too.
Um, actually, I didn't even order the Televiper. I just got Flint and
Uh
CoverGirl ordered.
yeah, I can't remember if I did or not. I'd have to go back and look. That's what's so sad about it. I'm like, did I? I don't know, maybe. Maybe not. Let's find
So
out.
let's take a look at this. This finally went up for pre-order. So the Toxic Emil from RoboCop.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
the statue that
Yeah, I know
showed
you
off.
definitely we talked about that a while back.
The figures gone went up about a month ago,
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
the statues just now
Is
going
that
up.
600 euros?
Yes,
So what is that for us?
more than $600.
Yeah, there's no way in the world I'd pay that for. I mean, I don't know unless you are just the biggest fan, like the
That is
absolute number one fan of Emil. I don't know, man. Like you gotta be really on to that dude
that's
to pay that kind of money.
706.68 in
Good
US dollars.
God.
But it is a quarter scale, so it's like what, like 2.5 feet tall or something, like 2 feet tall, something like that. It's
Oh my gosh, that's
49.1 centimeters. I don't know. Crow, what is that?
he would know. It's what they teach those
um,
kids down there, up there. I
oh,
mean,
so it's a foot and 0.61 inches.
okay,
So
so it's not quite. I
it's
was
not
gonna
as
say
big as
because
I
2
thought.
feet, 2 plus. That's big. That's a big. It's a big statue. Yeah, I mean, I just again, you've got to be a really big fan to me to to really want this dude. I mean, it's cool looking, and I appreciate the detail, but at the same token, I mean, for that kind of money, that this is for people who routinely collect things that are that kind of price point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Look, he's sitting there going, "I was once a man."
He looks like a somewhat a ghoul out of Fallout too.
A
That
little
that
bit.
look a little bit.
Got the cankle neck.
You still
So,
see his in sync beard and trim
oh
look.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks great. There's pictures of they're hand painted. It's resin and they're hand
Yeah,
painted. So there's some
yeah,
pictures out there of it actually being painted. It's got a little base that kind of looks like the industrial, like the steel mill where they were at.
right.
Um, and it's all, but it looks great. It's just not for me, not for $700. And like Stanley says here,
Nah.
chose to pass on the 5 pack at 370. Same. I want RoboCop figures so bad, but they're they're going to be more on par. They're designed to go with NECA. They're not designed to go
Yeah,
with like classified. They fit the NECA RoboCop, so
right.
they're not going to fit in with anything really. So I
Yeah,
if I see one at a shop, maybe, but I really I want a Clarence Boddicker figure so bad. but for 60 something dollars, I don't know. But that's out there. If you've always wanted a Toxic Emil statue, there it is.
If you've always wanted one, been dreaming about it for years, here's your chance.
I hope you're not dreaming about that. Oh wait, what happened?
Man, I don't know. Some people,
Maybe.
It's a nightmare.
But I just saw that come up and wanted to show that had come up. So let's see here. You want to talk about renders? Or you want to talk about what's going on with the HasLab?
We can go over renders quickly. It's up to you. I mean, you take your pick, man. I'm good for either one of them. We can discuss either subject.
Let's give our thoughts on these renders. You and I haven't really talked about them, so
not really.
I know we ain't gonna spend a ton of time on them because I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing thoughts on them by now. Everybody wants to hear or see what we may get this weekend, and we did put together some ideas of what we thought they may show this weekend, like what we actually think they may show. So maybe we'll do those after this right here. So, what do you think about Wetsuit? You think he looks pretty good?
Yeah, I've always liked these colors. I mean, that's just a great color combination. So it's just a matter of waiting on them to make that in the scale. I mean, really, to me, it's only a matter of time. I mean, we all know that Torpedo would be first, right? I mean,
As
I
he
think
should
that's just
be.
the way they would go. And you were going to get your eel to balance it out. But yeah, I always liked this guy from back in the day, and honestly, a lot of it had to do with those colors together. It's just such a classic scheme. I will say, I know a lot of people made a big deal about the middle in the fins. The fin with the long.
Yeah.
I mean, I take it or leave it, whatever, right? Like, how many people are going to be displaying him where
With the fans,
you're going to see it in the first place?
Unless
you've got a figure holder, right? You can hold him up, look like he's swimming through the water or whatever. Chances are, if you've got him just standing on your shelf, then it won't matter anyway.
Have you ever walked in dive fans?
I have. It's
Can you
pain in the
imagine
ass.
trying to walk some with those toes?
No. It's hard enough to try to walk in. You know what I mean? Like to walk in fins anyway. I can't imagine doing something like this, but I just think this is a great update for this figure, and they didn't change too much. They didn't try to do anything too outside the box.
I am too. They didn't have to do much to this guy. I'm glad they didn't. And this just screams for Hydro Viper to me, or even perhaps Undertow, but
sure.
definitely Hydro Viper.
Hydro Viper, yeah, we can see that's a mold for that's going to be coming at some point in time.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we already highlighted that one. Stanley says the 5 should be up for pre-order on Tuesday. I haven't heard that, but possibly. I don't know. Possibly. Childhood favorite for me. A lot of people really like this guy, and you got to have him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got Leatherneck. You got to have this dude.
Yes.
3 pins in the backpack. I'm guessing that's for the fins, possibly. On the bottom of the fins, there's a peg on the bottom here.
It's just weird because it's on the part that faces the figure. So I mean, I why would it extend to the other side? I mean, you would, like.
That's true.
Does that make sense? Like
it's gonna hit his hips.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, or and I guess it just depends, obviously, how flexible the hoses are coming up, the respirator or whatever from the backpack. But still, like those pins, they're not facing away from the figure; they're facing into the figure's body. Yeah. So that's why I'm not so sure they're pins. Like it one of them obviously is going to go in the middle of the back to secure the backpack. The other two could be extra just to secure it even more so, maybe in the lower back there or on the side in the back it has like a couple extra holes. Maybe there's a pack back there that has a hole in it on each one that it fits into to just secure it even more so. But otherwise, unless those pins are on the other side coming
Yeah.
out from the molded, like visual part of the backpack, then I don't know why that's there.
And his little his water, his hydro scooter thing, like it's not going to fit back there facing him if it stores on the
No,
backpack.
yeah, the fins aren't going to fit on those little pegs. The nothing's going to fit on those little pegs because they're so small in the first place. They either
Yeah.
have to be for extra, extra way to secure the backpack. I don't
I don't
know.
know. And then Eric says, how do they differentiate between retro and classified with this one? Well, they'll probably release the same figure and tone the tail, brighten that to the tail up, and like it
Yes,
was on the original figure, and
yes,
call it a day. But not every figure's got to have a retro card. Not every character needs a retro card. They can't possibly make most of the main characters over in retro card. I think they'll do it for some, but there's no way they're planning on trying to do a retro card for everybody. Retro cards don't sell that well.
yeah.
I don't.
No, I can't imagine.
They those are the only thing I ever see
Right.
hanging on pegs are retro cards. So I don't know. That
Yep.
that's my guess, Eric, is if they did this, they would just brighten the colors. And Woody says it probably connects to his overlay. So probably on the other side of this
Yeah,
pouch or
that's what I
down
mean.
here.
Like that's what
Yeah.
I think. I think it just that's what it does. It's just extra security for that backpack.
Nothing's gonna fit on that little peg. That's what she said. All right, there's wetsuit. I'm down
Just
for
gotta try
wetsuit.
harder.
And old
Sci-fi here.
sci-fi.
Yeah, it's fine. I like I said, I think it's very close to the original. I know there's some bits and bobs here or there that are different, but for me, like just initially looking at it, it's like, yeah, it looks pretty close to the original.
You can't
Um,
not see this and know that that's sci-fi. Not know that that's sci-fi.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
the 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 face or the chest shield and everything.
yeah.
Uh, first
V1
time,
for sure.
first time we've seen the swappable face plates for the helmets. So
Yeah, that's interesting, and that's definitely different, and that's pretty cool.
looks like
That
this
to have
one
that option
has a indention or a
for the
relief or whatever for the nose.
right. Now that's interesting. That
I'm very curious to see how these fit on and how well they stay on.
I mean, as long as they push in, and they've got it securely, then I assume it'd be just fine. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, that's as long as it lines up and everything, I think it should be okay. Um, I don't expect to have any trouble out of that from the face plates, the visor, or the full face.
I hope
What do you
not.
think
I
about
just
the laser, like the ball, the ball laser, like kind of building up and shooting out, like
I
compared to just lasers?
I like it. I like the idea of it. I
I think
mean,
it's cool.
people have said that maybe it's not laser, it's a plasma. I think it should have been red for GI Joe. The Cobras had
Right.
blue lasers.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe. I think it
Yeah.
looks neat. I mean, I'm glad to have something different. I would have thought they would have included the red and the blue lasers like they did with the Steel Core, the Hiss team, Fire team.
Yep.
So I'm glad to see them mold something different for it. I wish they'd have kept his gun. I loved Sci-Fi's gun.
See, some people said it looked too big, it was too goofy, and all that. But I'm like, the whole idea of it was, especially at that time,
Yeah, it's a little over the top as it is.
right? Like, so I'm okay with that theme, even updated. It's like it's not too crazy. It's like, that was the idea behind it, and so I would have been fine with that. Totally fine with that. But,
Yeah.
whatever. I get it. Change it up, but um Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
look,
happy with him.
yeah, it's fine. I got no, I don't have any big complaints. I can't say, oh God, because I want this figure, even though we all talk about how kind of goofy he was. I guess really, he stands out. That uniform stands out so greatly.
Yeah,
Um,
he stuck out like a sore thumb, and
yeah,
they've muted the colors here, kind of like what they did with Dark Lawn.
yes,
They really muted it down, so I think so he'll blend in a little better with some of your other characters. Somebody's got to have that shade of green, right? So,
yeah,
um, what he says, hopefully they fix the gun on the retro card for sci-fi. You know it's coming. Got to use that buck again. It's almost all new. It is, but I don't know. I don't think sci-fi is. I don't know. I just don't see sci-fi being one that people would be clamoring for both
for
versions of.
retro card.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe
I agree.
Joe Fan says the modern sci-fi had two helmets, and one was a full face and the other was a
Okay,
half face. So that explains why they went
all right.
that route. Yeah, flame on torch won't even stay up. But torch's problem is like the actual torch is floppy. The effect is okay. It's the torch is so skinny.
Yeah,
Um, sploosh gun.
I just
No,
I like that, just doing something different with it.
yeah. Um,
It's cool.
blast effect makes it look like a super soaker a little bit,
That's funny.
a little bit. um, yeah, Woody says nobody wants it. That's why they're gonna make it.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, of course it is. That's exactly what
Uh,
it is. I
move on to Grim Viper here.
I'll just say it. Uh, whatever. I don't. I have no affiliation, no attachment, no remembrance of, no nothing. Um, I get what they're going for here. But
So this guy,
yeah,
he's all new though. I mean, his like
yeah,
the character, and then the only part of this that I've seen people say the only part that's Range Viper reuse is the head, right? The head.
right.
I mean on the figure. The only part of this I really do like is the helmet. Uh, I don't. I got to find out if this is supposed to be a singular character or like a troop builder. Like, and I don't, not. Oh, you can troop build anything. No, like, I want to know what's he supposed to be.
I assume he's a troop
Right?
builder.
See, I think this guy should be a singular character myself.
I could see why maybe you'd want that. I just think that by him wearing the same mask, I just don't know how you could say he's not a troop, a trooper.
Well, like Viper Scout says, should have been Skullbuster, which I agree, but Skullbuster was an individual dude. Like, yeah,
Right.
well, I mean, you said right here, Vipers are always troop builders, but
Yeah.
Skullbuster was an individual guy. Maybe this guy is just
But he's
Grim
not
Viper's just his
Skullbuster.
name. He's not. He's not.
So, with that
Uh,
being said, then,
G.I. Bro says it's a troop builder for him, like Range Viper. So
that's what I think the intention is.
probably so. I'm not overly impressed with this guy. I don't hate it, but this is a complete meh. Somebody
I'm with you.
Woody said that meh at best. So
I don't hate it. I just don't. I don't need it, and it doesn't. I have no attachment whatsoever. No fond memories. No nothing of like, you know what I mean. And so I appreciate the camo
the
and the
camo looks good.
weaponry, and everything, but it just doesn't. Just doesn't do anything for me.
I don't like that the minigun. I don't like that as a character
Yeah,
weapon, like
I,
for a figure.
not yeah. It is, and if so, is this supposed to be like a jungle trooper
I guess that's
carrying a fucking Gatling gun?
maybe this is what Jesse the body comes back as after the Predator.
You know,
You
I and I think for that effect in that movie, I get that. I totally do.
know?
But otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Right?
No, I don't. I don't like this for a character weapon. Even with a roadblock, who's a massive figure, this thing's very unwieldy and it's hard to pose.
That's
Uh,
true.
I was hoping we'd never see it again with a figure. So I
Okay.
don't know. I'll probably get one of this dude, but I'm not gonna be knocking down the doors at 8 a.m. to pre-order him. Like, I just he's fine, I guess. Not overly impressive for me.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Don't go to Target.
yeah,
This motherfucker's bad as hell.
yeah,
And I
I
don't
bet
give a
you
shit.
him.
I'm all over this. I love this. I love yes, we get to reuse the mask from the ATV, but like I love the look of this character. If that is soft goods, which I think it is, I'm down with that. Now, weaponry wise is a little suspect, I guess. I don't need the crossbow gun or whatever the fuck, grappling gun, whatever.
Grappling hook.
Yeah, because if it was a desert trooper, what are you grappling? What, I mean, I get, yeah, there's mountains, I guess, but like, I would rather this is somebody who's hiding in the sand, someone who's
Yeah,
springing a trap, coming up out of the sand, coming, something of that nature. And so in that respect, like, I would rather have seen, something along those lines, although I don't know what that truly looks like. But, um, overall, I really dig this. I really do. And the Scorpion, fine with me.
yeah.
I got no problems there.
I'm kind of excited for this guy. I really like the Scorpion.
This is one of the ones I brought up when we did
Yeah,
our list like a while back. Was like, what would you want to see? And I know
yeah.
this is not this is off of the what was this is this Pursuit, or is this was
No,
not
this was an
original,
original. Yeah,
was
this was
it?
an original
I
figure. Yeah,
I thought for sure, because the one, and actually, you know what? It's the one that I brought up to use as an example was one of the newer ones.
yeah. With the
And
robot Scorpion.
yes,
Yeah,
that's the one I used as an example to show with that look, because I thought that look was awesome, and that's pretty much what they've got here. Um, but yeah, no,
he's
for
pretty
me.
faithful to the original here. It's a pretty faithful
I'm
update to
I'm
the
looking at
original
him
Desert
right
Scorpion.
now. A little bit. His underwear. Let's just call it his drawers. His drawers are not there. I like the black instead of the original. Okay. He also, the paint scheme on the boots is different. I like this paint scheme on the boots rather than solid like gray.
Yeah,
Um, the drawers on the original figure are the yellow, but I like the
yeah,
black. I think it's sleeker. I think it looks great. The grenades are still attached up on the top left. I do like the gun better in the original.
oh wait, skipped ahead. Hey, there's a
Um,
mainframe. We're gonna talk about
yeah,
him.
so he's pretty close to the original, but I think it's maybe even closer to that either 25th anniversary or um which one it was, but I remember looking and seeing that particular figure, and I think he looks even closer to that version.
We're getting another crack at the swappable faceplate here, I guess, with this guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
getting I think the face looks fine. It looks like
Sure.
beard. Um, I, I like everything about it. I don't
Yeah.
like the reuse of the alley viper weapons, but
Yeah.
whatever. You just take that stuff away, and all the other stuff he's got is perfect for what the character is trying to do. You got the pike. You got a couple of knives. I do dig the cloak. I hope it is soft goods. And Eric says it could go with a lot of figures. Zartan
Sure.
and go with it just about
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Viper Scout says being a desert scorpion was worse punishment than being a toxo. Do remember seeing that on the file card, I believe. But I'm down for this guy. I like the scorpion. I'm glad they didn't do robot scorpion. I like this giant mutated scorpion.
Yeah, I
This
like
thing
it.
will
It's fine.
be this thing will probably wind up being about the size of an actual emperor scorpion. Um, when we get it. So looks like it's a good bit of articulation in it. So hopefully all of the ball joints and hinges and stuff are tight so this thing can move. Man, that'd be cool if every one of those is articulated in a couple of spots.
That would be
That
fantastic.
we have it like he's flat, trying to creep in something like a freaking face hugger. I dig this dude. I'm definitely gonna try to get a couple of this guy. I'm down for him.
Yeah, no,
So,
I do. I'm with you.
so then we get this is our newest one we got to see, of course, mainframe. I think a lot of people wanted mainframe before dial tone. Mainframe seems to be the more popular of the two for a lot of people. I know for you and I, we both kind of like dial tone better, but
Yeah.
I always like mainframe, as well. Mainframe's pretty badass in the comic. So, what do you think? How you think he looks? I think they did a good job with him too.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. I like the two different head sculpts. I like the fact that you can use the helmet version or you got one with the headphones on. Um, communication devices. I mean, it's I like his little laptop slash whatever kind of fold if it folds up, it appears that it looks like it does.
Yeah, it's
Um,
hinged.
so you can fold that up and either a fold in the side piece or maybe the side piece just stays out. I don't who knows, but that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm
I
betting you fold it up and then that snaps onto the back side of the
maybe
keyboard part,
so. Yeah,
folds
maybe
in.
so. But overall, like I like him. He's not he's not the most colorful dude, right? But that's okay. I mean, I don't need to have it. I mean, I liked this guy back in the day, but mind you, he's not. He wasn't one of the guys that I looked at that was like, man, I got to take this guy to battle, right? Like
Yeah,
Dial Tone, I could take to battle. That's how I felt about Dial Tone. Mainframe, not the same way. Um,
I
but
think
but
that also figures into the period too, right?
you're
Like with
right, it
that dial
does.
tone made more sense in 1986 than the computer guy in 1986.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, but I think what they've done here, I guess my only thing is like the cable. And the cable is, what's the cable for? What's it going to? I don't really know what those two devices are beside the cable right there on the render. I don't know what
Yeah, I
that
don't think we've
is. I
figured
mean,
that out
what is
yet.
that? Like is it I guess a walkie-talkie? It looks like, but it's not exactly a walkie-talkie that I know. Um, so I really don't know what those pieces are. And then again with the hose, it's kind of like what does the hose go to?
Well, at this point in
Or
time,
cable,
like,
whatever.
does he even need the hose?
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like
in
right,
2025. So,
right.
um,
So I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Eric says Geiger counter,
Road pig versus mainframe.
possibly. Road Pig
Uh,
versus Mainframe for Zorana. I don't know, man. Mainframe from the comics. I'm gonna go with Mainframe because he'd outsmart him. Road Pig's not.
yeah,
He's smart.
yeah, you
One
could see
personality is smart.
road pig getting outsmarted in some shape, form, or fashion somehow, right? I could see that. Uh,
Um, Tony says Mainframe would kick Dalton's ass.
maybe so, maybe so. I
I like how
mean,
they're presented in
I like
Pyramid of Darkness. They're
I
both in
like the
those.
gun that Dial Tone, especially the original.
Yeah.
I like the gun Dial Tone had.
Oh,
If it
no, it
came down
wasn't
to it.
wasn't Pyramid of Darkness. That was Arise Serpento Arise when Beachhead showed up. Yeah, Dalton's OG gun was just badass.
Yeah.
Uh, and Stanley says the lower one connects to the cable, so I'm guessing this piece here will connect to the cable, and then I guess to the backpack somewhere. So
Yeah. I mean, is
because
he
it did
supposed
on
to
the
hold? Is
original.
he supposed to hold that thing in his hand though? Like I don't even, what the heck? What is it?
I
I don't even
wonder
know
if
what it
it's
is.
got a handle on the backside. I don't know. I guess
Possibly.
we'll find.
I don't
Guess
know.
we'll find out whenever Walmart puts them in stock and puts the write up about the figure in the
Yeah.
product description, because that's the
Right.
only other way we get it. GI
That's true.
Jetman in the house. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Both members of the Geek Squad, Johnny
Yeah.
and
Right.
is. Uh,
Either
uh,
way, look, I'll get this guy. I'll get him because I do like the way this figure looks. And
yeah,
again, from a nostalgia standpoint, Mainframe is somebody that yes, I had, and he's from that kind of original era for me, or
yeah.
whatever. So
Let's see.
I'll definitely get him for sure.
Yeah, I'm down for mainframe. I like mainframe, and now that most of us, I think, finally have dial tones, so you can put these
Mm-hmm.
two together. They belong together. They go together like peas and carrots. Have him hanging out with dial tone in the ramen van doing some surveillance or something.
They go together like Rama Lama Ding Dong, Changa da Chang cha Chang.
Did those go together though, or was that just a happenstance that those wound up together?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess it could have been happenstance, but how do you put some words like that together out of happenstance?
It's like they just drew it out of a hat.
Grease. Anyway,
87 was
it
a
is the word.
strong year. 86
I
and
bet.
87
Yeah,
were,
sure.
were, were good years.
Yes,
Not as good as
sir.
84 and 85, though. But
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment exactly. But yes, those were 86, 87 were definitely good years. But man, 84, 85, those were mm, mm, mm.
so
Primo.
there's our renders we've gotten so far. I expect we'll probably get at least four more sometime this weekend. I think the panel is Saturday at 4, maybe. That's what I heard. I didn't really keep up with it all that
I
much.
I haven't either. I once I find out, I don't need to find out days ahead of time. Once I find out, then I'll be on it when it's time to jump
So
on it.
we picked some figures that we thought that they might name only reveal this weekend. I've got mine pulled up. If
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and go with mine, and these are not just ones that like we hope they're going to get pulled up. This is oh, Stanley says Friday at 10 a.m. I was wrong for
Okay.
the Hasbro panel, so we'll know have a whole lot more Friday. Um, so these are figures that we think they possibly will name only reveal. So I'm going with Hydro Viper. I think this guy's got to be coming soon. And then we saw we've already seen the flipper coming with wetsuit. So this
Yeah.
guy's not too far down the line, but I think he's potentially one they could reveal for like, you know, that that second wave window of 2026, like pretty far out. Um, then I got Muskrat. I think they're gonna
Yeah, that was
probably.
one that I thought maybe we would see.
I was actually trying to come up with a 4 figure wave, and going with by kind of by years and stuff when I did mine. So then I
Yeah.
got repeater. I've been saying repeater for a while now.
I liked that guy when he came out. I liked the gun and everything, and I remember playing with him all the time.
I didn't get him. I just didn't understand him, and for some reason, I never like put two and two together and thought aliens with this guy
Yeah.
with the steady cam
Yeah.
machine gun. Like I never put that together. That that's what that was supposed to be. So I didn't really, I had him. He was okay, but he wasn't one of my favorites. But I think in classified, they do that setup for him. I think he'd be a badass figure. But I think he's one that they're definitely going to name only at least before long. And then Voltar. Um,
That was another one that I
um,
Yep.
and
Oh well.
I kind of stuck them, stuck with the same period there, the same couple of years, um, with those four. And then
Right.
I didn't save slides for them, but I also took a guess on retro cards. So I think they're going to go easy route with some of the retro cards. So I said retro ripcord, crazy legs, and range viper.
I mean,
Um,
I definitely like the retro ripcord for sure.
I think a lot of
I
people can't wait for that.
yeah, I want that version with the camouflage and the suit, the suit that comes all the way down to the ankles, right? The way instead of the boots, see, it came all the
Yeah.
way down. So, I really like that. So okay, a couple of those it was kind of actually what I already had picked. So I'm gonna have to kind of call an audible here. I would like to see, since we're talking about the Snowcat, a version 2 of Stalker. Tundra Ranger, I think would be cool as shit to have.
Yeah.
And I know we have a retro and we have the one we got, but if this was like a 54.99 kind of deal, I think that'd be cool if you gave me the little
The
was it the
canoe,
manta or the
kayak.
canoe, whatever
Yeah.
kayak thing that he comes
Now
with.
I'm waiting on Stanley to type a comment. He's probably halfway through writing it, going, "How would they even package the kayak?" I've seen,
Well, I mean,
uh,
you could do
I've
it.
seen,
You just do it in two pieces and then you put it
yeah.
together.
I've seen anytime that figures come up, I've seen Stanley ask that question, which is a good question. That's what I think. I don't think it would actually fall.
Now, in all truthfulness, I really don't think they're going to go the Arctic route right now. I think that's going to come after. At the very least, it might come right before the Snowcat if it goes out like the 788 Fire Team, give you something that's kind of that goes along with that. I think maybe they'll hold off on that. In all honesty, I was looking more along the lines of maybe your Iron Grenadiers. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you'd love to see your Destro, uh, with a despoiler, get announced. I think everybody, is all about being on board. I did think maybe Voltar, um, and then and Muskrat. I'm like, son of a bitch. Who? I guess for me then it comes down to like then who would I like to see? Because at that point, hardball, hit and run. Those are a couple figures I think everybody would be all in on.
Those would be, and those two, they could do those two together out
Absolutely.
of that year. That was what, 88. They could do those two.
Yeah, it's 88.
Nobody could talk
Because
about them two in a
because
way.
really if we had not gotten the Slaughter Mercer 2-pack, I would have said that we were going to get the Renegades.
Yeah.
And but Stanley, I just don't know about that. I don't think they're worried about it backing. I think they know it's going to back. Like, I don't think they're concerned that, oh gosh, let's pull these Arctic figures out of our ass because it's slow going. These things are done and decided well in advance. And so I just don't think that's one of those decisions all of a sudden they're going to go, we got to get this thing rolling. Well, what can we do? Let's go Arctic. Like it's they know what they're doing.
I
You know.
can see them though, kind of straddling your point and Stanley's point. I can see them having something in the pool of names for name only reveals, or at least an Arctic figure that is coming down the line. Maybe it's in design or whatever now. I can maybe see them bumping up at least one figure. Lenny, that last interview, uh, Lenny talked about stuff getting bumped or moved around on the waves.
Right.
Um, and that is something that happens. I can see them at least maybe announcing a figure that will fit in with the Snowcat set to give people hope that there's definitely more Arctic stuff coming.
I think we'll get some, and the
What
figures
if
that
that's
are
it?
named. I know that's what I was laughing about. But you know what? I mean, or they could have done Cobra Law. And since you already have Nemesis, you could add Globulus, you could add like, Pythona, and you could have had your guard, your nuts guard, what's his name? The Royal Guard. You
Royal
could have had the
Guard.
Royal Guard. So
Yep.
I mean you could have had something like that going on. Like, hey, let's go ahead and do Cobra Law. If we've got Once a Man, you've got Nemesis, so let's go ahead and complete that
Yeah,
rather than wait on it.
I don't like the starting something and then stepping away from
That's
it.
what I mean, right? It's like if you were gonna do Battle Force 2000, would you just come out with Avalanche and like Dodger and then wait a year and a half for the
Yeah.
rest of them?
Yeah,
You know what I
don't make
mean?
any
Like,
sense.
right? So I'm like, if you're gonna do Mercer, well, then you need to finish it off, right? And you need to do, Taurus, and you need to do Red Dog. And so even though, look, even back then I had them, I had those guys. They weren't my go-tos. They weren't like, yeah, I think these guys are awesome. For me, they just weren't that. But I did have them. Um, but yeah. So I don't know. So the stuff kind of doesn't make sense. You're right. Why start something and then go back? I would have liked to have seen them commit to the Iron Grenadiers if that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, they don't I don't know. And they usually like I mean, we've seen it with Tiger Force and Python Patrol, and I just wish that they if they're gonna lay out a blueprint that they stick to it. So
Right.
um yeah, so
Yep.
Viper Scout says he predicts Tundra Stalker, Lifeline, Lightfoot, Undertow, and maybe a new Firefly. Man, eh, eh,
Lifeline's
please do
great.
not, please do not do V2 from Real American Hero V2 Firefly.
No,
Nobody
no, no, no,
wants
no,
that
no,
figure.
no, 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 no. Absolutely not.
Nobody wants that. I hate that figure.
No.
If I want to say what's up to Frank Doom on you. What's going on, my
What's up,
man?
Frank? I mean, dude,
Cobra la 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 la.
you never know. You might wake up one day and have a Target in your future.
Target would be okay. I think.
You
I
might
don't
get
know.
an Annihilator in your future with that funky looking helmet.
We get to oh what was Razor, the dude that drove the Razorback. What the who the hell was the dude that drove the
Oh,
Razorback?
hell. I know somebody's going to put in the chat. 100%. Because I
Because
can't remember.
I picked him on one of the other things that we did on who would make a good
Yes.
figure. So
Uh,
so I got we touched on it. Let's sing the song of the slow cat.
meow, meow, meow,
It
meow.
actually you have to slow it
Meow,
down.
meow, meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow,
Oh my god.
meow. So
A
it's
Target exclusive.
Target. That's great. What if it was? Holy shit.
Oh my
Something
god,
else
that's fucking
Bob
awesome,
Blender
dude. That's
to
great.
get pissed off about because it's an Iron Grenadier and he really wants the Iron Grenadiers and it's a
Yeah, see?
Target
Trying to
exclusive.
piss me off, Target.
Oh my god. Um, so it's actually gone up since the last I looked. It's
Wild
gone up a
boar.
few. Wild boar. That's thank you, Johnny. Johnny said
Yes,
it.
Johnny
Yeah.
Reno.
Um, so it's gone up a couple since I looked at it. We're at 7,200 out of 8,000, and we got 22 days and about an hour left. So
Who all's
I
backed it? Who all in the chat has backed it yet? Be honest.
shout your answer out. Stanley Brinks HasLab chart on his chart on Geek Dad Life. He's got a very nice graph chart showing the trajectory
Okay.
and versus other HasLabs.
So Chad in,
What's up,
welcome
Chad?
Chad. He backed it. Stanley, Eric's on the fence. The reason I ask is not to say one way or the other or call
Appreciate
anybody
it.
out. The reason I ask is because like I don't feel the rush because I know there's no early bird with this thing.
There's no
So
urgency needed.
so I've got 21 days and 55 minutes or 22 days and 55 minutes, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like everyone is there because I think a lot of people are on the fence. I think they're trying to decide, do I want this? The size of it, man. Like, people start running out of room with this stuff. Dude, I mean, the Rattler is over here. It's freaking massive. You know, the Dragonfly is long, okay? But the Rattler is wide and it's long too. And I can see where people start running into issues. Everybody wants vehicles until you start getting vehicles in a 6-inch scale and you start going, oh shit.
Uh, I can attest to this.
So it's kind of like people start looking around and going, man, damn, do I okay, I like the price. Okay, I'm okay with that. It's like, but what am I going to do with it now? And if you like to keep the boxes that they come in because of the artwork and the cases and all that, now you got to figure out where the hell you going to put the box. So
I can
it's a
attest to
real
that.
thing. Yeah, I mean it's real, and the more we get, the more that's going to become a problem. So if they don't knock everyone out as a home run that everybody's behind, if you're going to take up space, then I'm going to get a night raven. If I'm going to take up
Yeah.
space, I'm going to get a whale. So I can see where people are on the fence with this. I'm going to back it because I like what they've done. I like the products. I like what they're offering. But I can fully understand why people are waiting. We know it's going to fund. Will it hit all the tiers? I don't know.
And Chad says it will fund, but it won't get the tears.
Yeah, I don't
I,
know.
I think it will, but it's not going to be. It's not going to do the numbers of any of the other three. I think there at the end, the last week, though, I think the push will get it over the line. I think over SDCC, I think it will gain a few, but I think the last week, I think it's going to get there, but it's not going to be no 22 or 26,000.
Okay.
I'm saying 16.5
So that's what
is
I want to ask you. So we're sitting at what? It was it how many did we currently have on that chart? 8.
7,200.
Okay. So not quite 8,000.
Not
The
quite.
the tiers are reachable in the fact that like, they're not 16,000 or 17. It's like you're only jumping in 2,000 increments. And so I do believe it'll pull together in the last few days and it'll get to that 14 grand. Um what's the highest unlocked tier that we've had for one of the HasLabs? Have they always been at 14 or have we had one higher than that?
I think something was 16 on the Dragonfly. I think something was at 16.
Cuz I can't.
Maybe it was the Rattler. Seems like one of them was at 16.
Let me see. Let me see what it shows. If I can even pull it up. I don't even know if it'll show it.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
if you
it shows
can.
target nine. Okay, so the target was 9,000 for the Rattler with almost 27,000 backers. Um, but I can't see all the tiers. It won't show
Okay.
me. But if anybody remember, okay, okay, guys, 18,000 backers to get the Baroness for the
Okay.
Rattler. So
That
we're
was a lot.
we're we're talking about 4,000 more people backing the Rattler to get the highest tier. So that's I think that we can hit 14 if it's 10, 12, and 14 to get all the tiers, I think we can hit that.
I think so. I think it will.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so too. Because that's, that's reasonable. It seems to me.
got Stanley's comment up. Pulse
Okay.
membership expires tomorrow, so he's back in it tonight. Now the thing is,
Okay.
I'm not sure since you do,
Mm,
that's a kind of a gray area because
don't
if
know.
you're not going to get charged until August,
Yep.
so are they going to go by when you ordered it that you had Pulse Premium,
Yeah, I don't
or
know,
are
man.
they going to go by what you have when it charges?
Right. That's
That's
interesting.
I don't know the answer to that question, but uh, I would be. Maybe you've talked to somebody or you've asked. I don't know, but I wouldn't
Holy
be surprised
shit.
if you wind up getting charged uh, shipping
So
for it.
so check this out. On the Dragonfly to get Crazy Legs, 19,000 orders.
So
So
they really didn't have a lot of faith that this was going to be that popular.
no, if they had faith in it, it would be 19 for the highest tier on the Dragonfly, 18 for the highest tier on the Rattler. So 14 is the highest tier on the Snowcat. They know that
Yeah,
interest is there, but nothing like those vehicles, let alone
yeah.
what the Hiss tank did. And that was their first one for G.I. Joe. And, I don't know what, I don't know what those tiers were either. I'm trying to look just out of curiosity, just for fun. But yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
Here,
Those are some high
Eric,
numbers.
Eric says, "No more tears."
Right? No kidding, man.
Sad times, man. We
Yeah,
knew it
see
was
the
coming.
hiss. Yeah, the hiss was 8,000 backers, and to get all the tiers on that one was shit. I don't even know. The way they word these is totally
Yeah, it's
upgrade.
kind
Four
of weird.
upgrades, and then you get so Cobra Commander was the last one. They needed 16,000 to get all the tiers on the hiss tank. So that that's the Snowcat definitely is the lesser
Yes.
that they need to get funded in that way and to get all the tiers. So I agree. I think it'll get done.
So 14 is I'm tired of looking at this screen. So 14, what we need, we're don't have it funded yet. We still got let me refresh it just to
It'll
see
get
if
done.
anybody backed. So 7,200 exactly right now. So I think it'll get there, but I think 17 is the most we're gonna get. I may be wrong. Last year we wrote all this down for the Rattler, like we took uh
Oh
not
yeah,
bets, but took
bets
guesses
or yeah, guesses
uh,
on it.
and wrote it down. And maybe we ought to maybe we ought to do that. We'll do that on the next show. We'll remember to do that on the next show. I'll have a
Yeah, it'd be
pen
fine.
here,
Yeah,
and because we'll be closer, we'll be past
closer. Mm-hmm.
SDCC,
Yep,
closer to it. So, oh, let's see. I agree with this, Frank. They should have put the campsite, the
I
bivouac,
agree.
as the last tier.
Yes.
Um, Mostly people want that over Flint and Jay. I agree. I don't,
Yep.
as popular as Flint is, he's one of my favorite characters. He's your favorite character.
Yeah.
Um, Flint is not going to push me over the edge for something like this. That set would.
Yep.
Um, so I definitely I've been saying that since the beginning, is the bivouac should have been the last thing that they did.
Yeah.
So if you can hold it down for a minute, I'm going to go run to the banyo and uh,
Oh
I
yeah, for sure.
need to check a voicemail because it might have been my boss calling me with something regarding me having to get up early tomorrow. So,
Probably
uh,
calling you to tell you that you need to turn the truck in.
man, wouldn't surprise me at any damn time at this point. So, uh, there there
I
was
hope not.
there was a period of about 2 years
I get it.
there where I
I
took
get it.
everything out of that truck that I could not fit in a duffel bag that I keep in the floorboard, and a couple of Kroger bags that I keep for
Wow.
trash and shit. I took everything I owned out of that truck that would not fit in that for about 2 years. So he's and Clint said probably telling you breakers and
Hey,
stuff.
might be some bitch. No,
Oh my
he.
god.
Hopefully, he don't watch your channel.
You don't. He don't. I'd have heard about it by now.
I bet you would have.
Oh. But all right, I'll be back here in a couple minutes and
Yeah,
we'll
man.
check my list here. I think that's all after we talk about the snowcat. I think that was all I had to go over that I had written down. And then we'll talk about some giving some guys some theme music. So I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Oh yeah. Old theme music. Anyway, alrighty, let's see here. What are we gonna play? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna find a video to play. What are we gonna do? I'm so scared to play any videos anymore now because like I've been hit by copyright claims. Every damn video that I make, it seems like I keep getting hit by copyright claims. Let's see if I can play this video for fun. I found a 47-minute video, and it's nothing but vintage G.I. Joe toy commercials. All right. Nothing but vintage commercials.
Wherever there's trouble.
So, like, they look like crap. But the ones I remember as a kid, look at this. They got Cobra Commander with the Ram. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Equipment each sold separately from Hasbro.
Damn, Hasbro, nail it in, why don't you?
Here it is.
Oh, check it out, man. Like, how awesome, though. Look at that. Gotta love these old commercials, though, from back in the day. Wait, they just put, wait a minute. Was that a Cobra Trooper? Did they just put a Cobra Trooper on the back of the motorcycle? These kids don't know what the hell they're doing. God, it looks so bad. Yeah, that, like, look. Okay, Rogue. Yeah. Yeah. They put like a Cobra officer on the Ram. What's wrong with these kids? Damn them. Let's see. Ooh, what is that? What was that? Oh, man, I remember that game. That was the, yeah, that was the, yeah, I remember that game. You shoot the freaking cards or whatever the hell it was out. Oh, look at this commercial from back in the day. Yes. Beautiful. From Hasbro as they nail your nuts to the wall with their prices. See, look, I always loved the sand because we didn't live on the beach. So I always loved the sand commercials because they make it all fall over and they'd make tracks and shit. Look at that, baby. That's a beautiful thing right there, y'all. Let's see here. Stanley says, what do copyright claims mean to an undemonetized channel? They don't mean anything, but what can happen is they can block it from being seen. So if it's like if you make a video that's not a live stream, and there's music in it, or there's something that gets claimed by someone, then they'll block it from certain territories, or they could block it from being shown altogether. And so you have to trim that out of your stream or trim it out of your video. And then usually you can avert that claim. So, but yeah, if you're not monetized, it generally doesn't mean shit. Johnny Reno says, Pop, I got hit for a copyright claim on one of my YouTube videos for a song from the artist's own channel and use their remix option. That happens all the time. Not only does it happen all the time, I have seen artists do their own song and get claimed from their own shit. even though it's their song and they own it. I've still seen that happen. Let's see. Viper Scout. Cobra didn't have vehicles year one, so the commercial showed them stealing Joe stuff. Makes sense for sure. Original Play Motion commercials. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they definitely limit. They limit where it shows. And I've got some. Now, one I have that says the video won't be shown in Belarus, Russia. And so I just let that one ride. It's my Superman review. I'm not that worried about it, what people think in Russia about my Superman video. But my live stream from last Sunday night got claimed, and I had to edit out about 30 seconds of it because it got blocked in all territories. Yeah, copyright claim is fine. If you're monetized, they take all your ad revenue. And if it's a copyright strike, then that's bad, because if you get 3 copyright strikes, then they can delete your channel forever. And if you don't back up your videos, if you don't back up your streams, then you would lose them, basically.
What
forever.
are you doing? What are you doing to my channel while I'm gone over here?
We're getting copyright claims. No, I'm showing. I'm doing like stills and showing a little bit of live action. I found 47 minutes worth of live action GI Joe commercials.
Oh,
This
nice.
is the train set, isn't it?
Oh,
Look at that. Yeah, that's the motorized little thing.
trucks,
Yeah, dude. So
the Tyco.
yep, I found this. It's like 47 minutes of vintage G.I. Joe toy commercials from 82 to 94. And of course, they look like garbage because of the quality. You know, somebody recorded on VHS, but like, I just love this stuff. There's the Rattler. Boom. Booyah. Give it to me, baby.
It exists now only in my memory.
And then, you know, you've got there's what Matthew was talking about right there. Matthew was talking about this last night, this particular scene right here. Weren't you, Matthew? Coming up, it's got Cobra Commander. Let's see, right here. There's the Skyhawk. He's chasing after Commander on the claw. Storm Shadow. Look at that, dude.
Hopefully this time tomorrow I can recreate all of that.
And I look, I hope. Oh, there's G.I. Joe Action Stars. Give me that cereal, bitch.
Stardust. That shit was like Nasty or Captain Crunch.
It was, but who cared? It was G.I. Joe. There you go, just for you.
There you go, baby. That's
now I hope playing a couple seconds of a freaking old ass commercial that can barely even be seen. It doesn't get a copyright claim. But anyway, so it's fun. So look, I tell you what, I am going to grab the link for this video. I'm going to post it in the chat for anybody that wants to find it, because it is fun to go back and watch some of these commercials. And in the meantime, I've got to go take a leak real quick. So there you go for you guys. If you want to, yeah, grab a hold of that, and grab a hold of this. Anyway, I'll be back in a second.
All right. I think that's what you're going to do. So I just saw that. There's Kimberlin posted that. I think he's getting these pictures from Kyle Peterson. That's where the other ones were. There's the All Striker towing the MMS. Oh, that looks pretty good together. I haven't ordered the MMS. I'm not crazy about the MMS, but man, that looks good towing it. I can't imagine how good it'll look behind the vamp, but it looks really good with the All Striker towing it. All Striker looks good. Seeing that in-hand image of it, that looks pretty sweet. I have not checked to see if there's any other images that have leaked out in the last few minutes. So see if I see anything scrolling down here. But yeah, he was talking about those old commercials. I like watching those old commercials, but my issue with those old commercials is that, like, I can't stand listening to the kids in the commercial. Like, I don't know if that makes me bad or if that's bad or anything, but like the kids on the commercials, I love seeing the old stuff. I'm like, I was that kid, but man, I can't stand hearing it now. Trying to see what all's popped up on here. Oh, let's see. Hold on. So it does look like earlier somebody was it Stanley that said it looked like those were going to be available to buy. Slice and dice and the all striker. Purchases require a valid adult badge and proper ID. Prices do not include California tax. So there's Cold Slither Vinyl. There's the All Striker. There is Slice and Dice. And up here you have Cold Slither. So this looks like this is the stuff that you can actually leave SDCC with if you're there. So if that is the case, just like what was said earlier, if all this stuff's at SDCC, where you can pick it up there, probably going to be shipping soon. And I tell you what, I am not ready for snake armor and all strikers to be charging right now. I don't know about you guys, but that's a hell of a hit. So there's looks like you can get the Ninja Force 2-pack and all striker there. So we'll see. Old ass flag commercial with Lawrence. Wouldn't that be awesome if there actually was one? He should film one. He should do one. I don't know. I'd be afraid to like lay down on it if it was me. Let's see if there's that was on Full Force posted that, and that was on Collectorian. The Collectorian? And that's from Twitter. So I don't really do the Twitter, the X, whatever the kids are calling it these days. I have one, but I gave up on that platform a long time ago. Oh, let's see. You got a vintage collection HasLab gonna launch soon. Boy, there's all kind of stuff that is populated tonight. Flipping through here on what's going on. What's going on? We hadn't done that tonight. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears open to see if they're going to be sending the all striker and slice and dice, because if they're there, we'll probably be getting hit for them in the next week. Eric says, I do the Twitter. I'm on it. I mean, I still have my account. I just don't ever post to it or look at it. I don't even know if I've ever even changed my Twitter, X, whatever, to the stuff since I've started doing ToyTube, since I've started YouTube. I don't even know if I changed any of it to correlate with any of this. Let's see. There's Shark Eyes. What's going on? Shark Eyes. Toy View. What's happening, Adam? Claws, Rattler, Snake Armor, all Slice and Dice, all hitting now or available in the U.S. See, I don't get everything first. I guess not. It's U.S. strikes back. So I'm just now seeing that. Somebody put it in the chat earlier about all of this stuff being available at SDCC. I'm just now seeing that. I don't see any in-hand Cold Slither pictures yet. So this is an interesting picture.
Oh wow.
Just ran across that. That's a pretty interesting picture there. So, Chad and Laser Pants and Lenny. Somebody's head probably blew up when they saw that picture. Somebody commented and said, did hell just freeze over? No. Were you listening? Did you hear that? Okay, so you heard the all and slice and dice. Looks like they are going to be available there.
That's awesome. Yeah. See, so that's what I think about. If you're
it's pure fuckery. That's what that photo is.
Right. So if you're able to go to the con, I think there, like it used to be, there should be a reward for that. And I know for people that can't go, yeah, it sucks. But like that's kind of the bonus about going to something, right? About trying to plan out and see if you can, is that you know, there should be some kind of bonus for fans. not everybody at SDCC is a GI Joe fan, right?
Oh,
So
right. It's a
looking at it
small
like that.
subset.
So like, they're set up, they're showing their stuff off. They've got the glass cases or the cubic, little cubes. And so they're showing their stuff off. And so for fans that can go, I think that's a cool bonus that you can walk away with something instead of the just, hey, you can pre-order this thing or you can order this thing also tomorrow. So yeah, I like that. I mean, we're gonna get it eventually, right? It's gonna happen. But I do think that's pretty neat that if you're there, you can walk away with something unique and that's not out yet.
Poor Moody's gonna miss the whole show. He's gonna be up in his room trying to review everything on
That's true.
a hotel room nightstand.
That may very well be true.
Eric says, is anybody seeing Fantastic Four tomorrow? No, I'm going to try to see it this weekend. Eric, I don't know. I have my
Friday.
my 30th high school reunion is Saturday.
Oh, wow.
My 30-year high school reunion is Saturday, which leads into something else I meant to bring up. Friday night, we have an unofficial hangout thing for, whoever wants to go for the reunion. I was planning on going. If I don't go, I may do another 3-star after dark on Friday. Not 100% sure, but if I don't go to the Friday gathering, I may do one. It'll be Friday before I know for sure. But
I have never been to one of my high school reunions. I think the 10-year would have been pretty fun. Once you start getting up into the 20 and 30 years, like fewer and fewer people, it seems come. And when I've looked at the pictures, when I saw the pictures of like the last couple, it really only looked like there was about 10 or 15 people there. And
we'll have way more than that.
And that's what's interesting is that, my high school was a big high school, and it had a pretty large graduating class. And so you would think they would have had a large portion of people attend, but the last two that I've seen, and I don't think they did a good job of getting it together, like the communication and kind of dropped the ball. And then one year, instead of having it on the actual reunion year, they were just like, well, we're just gonna do it like the next year, and it just seemed like it's like, oh well, nah, forget about it, One thing I wanted to do was have a drumline reunion for the people that I marched with in drumline, and we kind of had it lined up a couple years ago, and then it just kind of fell apart. But
yeah,
that would something like that interests me more than a graduating class reunion, because I spent more time with those people in drumline, for that period of time than anybody else.
Well, we had we've got some good people that were planning it. They started planning it really at the beginning of the year. And I went to the 10 and I went to the 20 and I had a good time at both of them. We were actually going to do a 25, but it was during COVID. So, we did a Zoom, like a big Zoom call, and, there was some people on that. I enjoyed it. And there's some people are like, well, if I don't talk to you and it's been 30 years, I don't need to see. I
get all that.
I'm not that guy. Like, there were people that I knew and I liked, but I didn't hang with. So I just kind of like to see them again and catch up, and, ain't got to be like, oh, we're going to go hang out, so just to see them again and catch up. 'Cause in another 10 years, be a whole lot more people not here. So, they kind of, our class was overall pretty tight. So anyway, not tell the story of my high school reunion.
Oh,
but
whatever.
The thing Friday night, if I don't go, which it's at a local winery, and local, like 10 minutes from me local, but is hot, and I've been hot all week. I've got 2 hot days of work left. I don't know if I want to go sit outside um, and drink wine when I'm going to see all the same people inside in the air conditioning Saturday. So if I don't, may be a 3-star after dark. We'll see. So watch for it if it comes up, and we'll send some links out and talk about whatever. So our whole thing, our topic we need to get to was everybody needs some theme music. I mentioned play yeah, hot like a thought. Might be one or two, but
What?
it is 30 years later.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Nothing going to interest me. That's for sure. So I mentioned earlier, like I play scenes and like every day in my head, like they're movies, and even walking in somewhere in my head and got my own theme music for the scene. So we thought it'd be fun to pick some GI Joe characters and quiz each other and see what their theme songs would be. And I even went and downloaded this special clip.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
That's right.
Even
that is.
Even not just every good hero, but maybe even every good villain. Just depends on who you picked.
Well, the scene in the movie was a hero, so that's what I had to go with. I guess depending on your point of view, the villains could be your heroes. So
That's true.
You know, many of our outlooks on life depend on a certain point of view. Johnny knows. Hell yeah, Jack Spade.
Let's see.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah, there you Adam got it too. Jack Spade. He at the end he winds up with his own theme music. And he had first guy had a jazz band, and at the end he's got
Right.
KRS-One walking with him on the
God.
turntables. So all right. Yeah. What? You never see? I don't believe that. That's gotta be a dirty lie. If it's not, you need to rectify that. If you've never seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, you need to fix that. Like,
that stuff, man, whatever. He guessed it. How's he never seen it?
Well, the scene is like, if you've seen enough stills from it, I guess you'd probably know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But Johnny's definitely seen it. So do you want to give me my characters first, or do you want to get yours first?
I can give you yours.
Okay.
You know, I was trying to kind of take it easy a little bit, because man, some of them, if I gave you a character on some of those and you try to think of a song, forget about it. Like, it's like there's nothing you could come up with, especially off the cuff. So I'm gonna give you mine. All right. So
I wish we could play music, but
yeah, I know,
you
but you
guys
can't.
know how that goes.
It's
it'd be much more fun if we could do like audio clip Jeopardy.
Total bummer.
Something.
Okay. So first up is Alpine.
Alpine.
Yep.
What
would Alpine's theme music be?
I think Frank, you out. Thank you, Frank.
We'll see you, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, hit that like, especially if you're on that replay. Hit that like. We got 23 in right now, so I appreciate it. Helps in that algae rhythm.
2 ways out of here.
Rocky Mountain High.
Okay, all right, not bad. You were along my line of thought, because I was thinking either Rocky Mountain Way, Joe Walsh. That's a good one. But yeah, Rocky Mountain.
That's what
High.
I meant. What did I say? Way. That's
okay,
what I meant.
That's fine.
Way.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
You got that. That's the one I was thinking of. So
that's what I meant.
Okay, this one you may oh Tony's Figs, Rock Steady by the Whispers. Dude, that was the jam when I was in middle school. Used to get down to Rock Steady. Mm-mm-mm. Steady rocking all night long. I remember I spent the night at Tommy Batt's house for his birthday party with a bunch of other guys. We were all I think in middle school, maybe in 7th grade. And I bought him that cassette tape, that album for his birthday, but The Whispers. And that was about the only song that anybody wanted to even listen to off the whole tape, the whole album. Okay. Next up, Stalker. I have a perfect one for this, but I don't think you'd be thinking of it.
Let's see. Stalker is from Detroit. Stalker has been to Vietnam. He's seen some shit. So he's seen I'm not looking at the chat because I know people are probably trying to put stuff in there. So I'm looking off into space. I want to say some Motown, some funk, but he's seen the good and the bad of the country. I'm gonna go for Stalker, man, because he still fights for the American way. He's a Joe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with James Brown, Living in America.
All right. I'm good with that. It works for me. I like some of the, Jungle Love by the time. Okay, Shark Eyes nailed it. That's the song I was thinking of because originally that song was written as a stalker song.
Yes.
Every Breath You Take is a stalker song. If you read the lyrics, that's exactly what it is.
It's on so many lists of like the top 10 creepiest songs ever. Like it's always at the top.
But Living in America, you know what? Stalker, he's a real American hero. I can go with that. Okay. Hit and Run.
Hit and Run.
Hit and Run.
Hit and Run. I don't remember where Hit and Run is from. Let's see. He's a mountain.
Could be his name. Could be his code name.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be where he's from or what he's dressed like. I mean, it could be, but also could be based off of his name. Hit and Run. Or maybe those are in the lyrics of a song, possibly.
Oh, I'm sure they're in the lyrics of a bunch of songs.
I would think so.
But since he is kind of about sneaking in and sneaking up on people, there's a rap song that I think would probably fit.
Tony's the man.
And I'm gonna say Hit 'Em Up.
Oh,
and that is, I think, is that Tupac?
You'd have to educate me on that. I'm not.
I think that's the song where he is talking about Biggie Smalls.
Okay. I'll accept that answer. Not that I have an official rule book. One might say Center Field by John Fogerty. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Let's put on a hit and run play in a baseball game.
You might want to, just a spoiler, you might want to remember that.
Yeah, right. Okay. I think I already know. So I'll come up with a different one. Maverick. Come on.
Oh, that's got to be Danger Zone.
Yes.
That's pretty. And he flies a jet, so that's a good one.
In the Air Tonight. That's good. I like it. I like that. Maverick. I was like, oh, come on, baby.
Yeah.
That's a softball right there.
Yeah.
Low Light.
Low Light. I'm gonna say Bob Seger, Night Moves.
All right. Okay. All right. I like
whole different subject matter with
That's
that
all
song.
right.
But,
That's all
his,
right.
his suppressed sniper rifle is gonna make sweet love to you.
Yeah, Jetman, sunglasses at night. I would say
Damn,
killing
that's
you
good.
softly. That's great.
That's
right.
good.
So, because here's the deal, like you're trying to think of it in the moment. Insomnia, okay.
Much better than what I picked.
You know,
all of these.
but it's hard though. It's hard being like on the spot. You know, because you're like, oh gosh, is it the name? Is it where they're from? What do they look like? What do they do? Right. So, so that's tough. That's not the easiest thing to do. All right. Quick kick.
It's got to be kung fu fighting. Oh, ha. Oh,
Damn. Eric Thurman going deep, going dark. And that's probably for probably for low light. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is for quick kick. He might have been quick to the draw on that one. I don't know.
I like Slayer, but I'm not the hugest Slayer fan. I would have never got that one. So
Mark Harkness says one way or another. What's up, Mark?
What's going on, Mark?
I like that.
I'll
okay,
tell
for
you,
low light. Eric says for low light. Okay.
I actually have another one for quick kick, which it don't count when you have to go back and think about it.
Okay.
But I have a much better one now that I've sat here for a second for quick kick, and that would be Unknown Stuntman, the theme from the Fall.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. I like that too.
Because that's what he did. And so he was a Hollywood stuntman.
Walker, Texas Ranger TV. Look, I wish we could play
Walker,
music.
Texas Ranger. Get over here, Texas Ranger.
I wish we could play actual, like, actual songs, or at least like a few seconds of it. But, you'd have to already have it set up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Kung
I
Fu
would have
fighting,
if we
though,
could.
for sure. Yeah. Kung Fu fighting, most acceptable. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. All right. Last but not least, Torch.
Dreadnought Torch. So, let's see. Torch seems like because he's dumb. He likes to set stuff on fire.
There's a few good ones.
I'm sure there are. I'm trying not to look at the chat because the first one that come to mind I don't think would be perfect for Torch, because first thing that come to mind doesn't fit Torch, and that's Fire Down Below.
That's a great. You're on a Bob Seger kind of mood kick here,
but I don't see Torch as really being popular with the ladies. So,
yeah, Jetman has a good one there. There's another one that I have in mind that just popped up, actually, that I wasn't even thinking of for some reason. But
yeah, I don't know why I got the Bob Seger stuck in my head, but man, yeah. Because there's one I can't think of it, man. Oh God.
Needs some Rick James, bitch.
Well,
you ever heard of it? Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, Fire Down Below was the first thing I thought of, but I think I'm gonna go with Burning Down the House.
All right, see, boom, love it. Burning Down the House, I like it. The one I had in mind when I came up with him was Fire by Jimi Hendrix. Yeah,
that would be.
But Burning Down the House is perfect, and a great song at that. Yeah, Beds Are Burning, Just Plain Yogurt, Midnight Oil. Yeah. That was a good song too. An interesting tune.
Yeah.
Shakedown
for Torch.
Shakedown. Yeah, wasn't that in Top Gun or something?
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Beverly Hills Cop. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
You busted.
Yep. Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, I tried to find some that maybe, because man, I'm gonna tell you, dude, when you're looking through characters and you're
I
like,
know.
it's like, no,
I know.
Targat would not be a it's a
Yeah,
Crystal Mile.
I was like, oh yeah, dude, this is perfect. Actually, he wouldn't be hard. I
No,
don't
you
think
could
he
you
would
could
be
probably
hard.
come up with a few things, right? But some of them, it's like it would be impossible to try to come up with a
Oh yeah, for
name. You
sure.
know, like for instance, I thought repeater, and I was like, okay, repeater, and then and then I thought, would it be like uh, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, because the fucking song just says that over and over and over
Or
again.
I am Henry the Eighth. I am.
I
Eighth,
mean, it's
I
just like,
am.
what do you do, you know?
Bad, bad, bad.
And
There's
I
a
can't
way.
remember their file cards well enough to be able to be like, yeah, row your boat. Exactly. You know what
That's
I mean?
perfect. That's perfect. Oh man. Oh, this dude, I don't think he'd be. You do all kind of stuff with him, man. Magic Man, fucking
Yeah, you could.
Biggie Smalls,
Monster
hypnotize.
Mash. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
hypnotize.
boot
Oh,
to the head for quick kick. That's pretty good, Mendoza. Yep.
yeah,
But coming up, off the top of your head, but that's in the chat. Actually, everybody's been pretty good
yeah.
about
You guys have been great.
pulling some stuff out. So, all right.
I do not know that song.
Paranoid Android. I'm surprised you
Surely
haven't
I've heard
heard
it.
it.
Surely I've heard it, but I don't know it. I'm sure I've heard it. Not a huge Radiohead fan, but it's kind of one of the things I listen to in the background and be like, "This is all right," you know.
Yeah.
You got any more?
No. That was
Okay.
that was my seven that I pulled out.
Okay. All right. I didn't. I put mine in. Put them in alphabetical order, but I probably
Okay.
shouldn't have.
Doesn't
So
matter.
probably shouldn't have because I got some other ones in here. I'm gonna mark these off because I might skip around just a bit. So first one, what about what would this dude's music be? Beachhead.
Beachhead. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew this motherfucker was gonna come up. So I'm gonna say Beachhead. Surfing USA. Oh fuck yes, Viper Scout. I swear to God, no kidding. That's literally it's the first thing that came to mind. And right as I'm saying it, I look down and I see Viper Scout like says the same damn thing. Surfing USA was the first thing that came to my mind. If I could come up with another one, let's see.
Johnny
Damn,
Ringo,
that's
2
funny as
Live Crew,
shit,
just a
dude.
little more.
Yeah. Head by Prince. That's a great song.
Yep.
Off of the Dirty Mind album.
Yep.
But of
Remember,
course, it has
Beachhead
nothing to do. He is a
is a
dick.
dick,
That's true. He is kind of a hard ass, right?
and he is also from fucking Auburn.
Yeah. I can't stand that.
That's
shit.
why he's a dick.
Yeah, that shit don't work for me. Yeah. War damn eagle. Yeah, god damn it. Surfing USA.
That was great.
Hang on.
Under the boardwalk,
I know, right?
boardwalk. Some beachhead under the boardwalk.
Yeah, see, nothing I'm coming comes up with it doesn't work for him. Surfing USA, I have to go with that. That is funny though that Viper Scout literally that's the first thing that came up in the chat.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. I'll go with that. Let's see what we got. Here. theme.
Alright.
Is there a song Night Ranger? No, but it's a band.
All right.
Okay.
So after Beachhead, we got
Clutch. Oh yeah, Eastbound and Down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do
Nice.
what they say can't be done. Hell
Nice.
yes.
And he is he's from New Jersey, so all kind of stuff. Some Springsteen would fit Clutch.
I mean,
Born in
you
USA.
could, yeah, if you were digging that deep, you could go with like, I mean, any
Fuel,
kind of
Metallica.
driving song, right? Born to Be Wild, Johnny Reno, that's true. Tokyo
Tokyo
Drift
Drift.
theme song,
I don't
because
know
that
that
one right off the top of my head, I'm like, oh, of course, Tokyo Drift.
Have fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away.
Yeah, that's true. Panama by Van Halen.
Oh hell yeah! And
You
Jesus
know,
built my hot rod.
yes.
Honest.
Or I Don't Want Her, You Can Have Her, She's Too Fat for Me. That one works as well. I think that's
Jerry
a great.
was a race car driver. Ministry. His ministry, and then Promise is Jerry.
Yeah,
be good.
Uh,
Let's see,
if there was a song that had the word clutch in it, and I'm sure there is, like Leader of the Pack, maybe.
Yeah.
I Can't Drive 55. That's good. Baby, You Can
That
Drive My
is.
Car by the Beatles is great. Eve 6, Open Road Song. That's cool too.
Yeah, these are some good ones.
Yep. The what? T-Bird. What is the name of that damn song? I know that's not the full title.
Fun.
Yeah, fun, bitches.
Fun. Little Daddy takes the T-Bird away.
Yeah, I still I like Eastbound and Down. And Clutch. What's Clutch's like accent? Do you ever remember him, like what his accent is in the cartoon?
Kind of. It was not New Jersey. I can tell you
That's
that.
what I thought. Thunder Kiss and Lowrider's good.
Yeah.
On the Road, Pusher Man. That's a great freaking song. Radar Love.
Yeah.
Get out of my car and into my dreams, girl.
Yeah. Clutch, actually, Viper Scouts.
Yeah,
right.
he had a
Southern accent.
Yes, and that's fascinating.
Breaker, the one that I'll always mix them up like a lot of people do.
Right.
Breaker's actually from Gatlinburg.
Right. So, but I just remember Clutch so that's kind of funny.
The mirror part's working fine, Doc. I need a shave.
I mean, that's pretty good. Even the I love on his file card it says Clutch still calls women chicks. It's like, ooh, ooh.
This was in 1982. Oh my God.
Oh
no. Me too, Clutch.
You're canceled.
Yeah,
he got me too'd.
Me too, Clutch. So, all right.
Dead or alive. That's good. Yep.
So here's one about this some bitch right here.
Oh no.
That's your boy. It's your favorite.
At the YMCA.
Gotta be.
It's at the YMCA.
Gotta be. Gotta be. And I just used it in a reel, but the song from Police Academy at the Blue Oyster. I can't remember I just used it in a reel on Instagram.
Yeah, if I could do the Blue Oyster Bar song, but otherwise this is relax, don't do it when you want to do it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. Relax.
About some Right Said Fred.
That's great. Right Said Fred. It's fucking
too sexy for this cape. I'm so sexy. Too sexy.
It's not even monocle. Fair. It's Dr. Tick.
The
Dr.
Pink
Dick
Panther.
Bender.
Oh God.
Just a little to the left. No, just a little more to the right. Oh God, I'm dying.
Death clock.
I'm dying. Somebody help. Oh my
I knew this
goodness.
would be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, just the first thing that popped in my head is like he looks like one of the various workers in the village people. And so he's the scientist, you know, and he shows up and he's like doing I could see it all day long. Oh,
Oh my God.
Jesus, YMCA.
I knew Mindbender would be I knew Mindbender would
It's
be a good one.
fantastic.
So let's see. I
Just beautiful.
got another one here for you. Let me
What we got?
call this up here. This one may or may not be difficult, but let's see what you got
find out.
for
Oh, Copperhead?
Copperhead.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see here.
There's one that's glaringly obvious to me, but it is on the fly.
He's a cold-hearted snake. He don't play by rules. Uh-oh.
That wasn't it, but it worked.
Girl, don't play the fool now. Yep. He's a cold-hearted snake. Bitch.
I was thinking, well, I learned a few things from Charlie, don't you know? You better stay away from Copperhead Road.
That's a good one. Copperhead Road. I'm like, you know what? This guy, he's a cold-hearted snake. He don't play by rules. Girl, don't play the fool now. Hey, Menjoza, Union of the Snake, great freaking song.
Oh, yeah.
Duran Duran, love it. Absolutely love it. Or, as G.I. Jetman says, I want to be a dentist from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation special.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be a dentist.
Got all about that. Mark
what
says,
is this?
Have to plug a wild set of G.I. Joe fanfics, explains why G.I. Joe and Cobra are still at it after 40 years because they found the fountain of youth, blew it up, raining down on all combatants.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good fanfic. I like that, actually. Born on the Bayou, Johnny, is solid, definitely. I think you could go many directions with that, right? Born on the Bayou is definitely quality. Man,
keep from hiding.
It's like, I think, what the code name, right? Or obviously the Everglades, right? Swampland, maybe, something like that. Born on the Bayou, Run Through the Jungle. That'd be more of a maybe a Jungle Trooper, some kind of shit like that, right?
That'd be a good one for Footloose.
Or swamp music, swamp, little Leonard Skinner.
That was actually what I used for Footloose when
Rather
I did
live with a hound dog than
Run Through the Jungle. That's what I actually used for him. Let's see. All right,
Blue Bayou. That's what they used to call. Was it Nolan Ryan's pitch was called Blue Bayou?
That's what they called that. They had to change the name of the Blue Oyster Bar to the Blue Bayou.
Oh, no.
Quite the reputation.
BLEW.
All right, for our next
Green River, yes.
Green River.
Johnny, get it, man.
Anything by CCR. Shit, Proud Mary.
As long as it has to do with Vietnam.
So how about
oh, hell. This okay. All right. Hang on a second. This one's gonna be because you can't go by the name, right? Right. You gotta go by the look. Let's look at her file card for a second. Let's throw it up here real quick. Okay. Oral hygienist, my ass. Hmm. 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 Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Tell me that it's nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Um, yeah, little sister, she's kind of freaky like that. But she's
And
also pretty damn evil, isn't she? I
yeah,
like Hit Me Baby, cold-hearted woman. Good-hearted woman is quality, but doesn't fit the bill here.
mm-mm.
She's a super freak. Super freaky, yow.
I was thinking some. I
What
love
did you
rock and
have in
roll.
mind? I
I
can
love
see a
rock
little
and roll.
Joan Jett. I see a little Pink, obviously, right? Mendoza. I definitely see some Pink in there. Running with the Devil would be. She's the yes, Tony, definitely. Man, because you got to go like punk rock, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she definitely listens to punk type stuff.
I mean,
so.
it's the Gwen Stefani. Yeah, that also makes sense. But punk rock seems like it makes the most sense. Or let's see. Oh hell. There's some good shit in the chat. You guys are killing me. That's great. Looks
Cherry
that
bomb.
kill. Yeah, she's got looks that kill. Hell yes. Ask Punk. They would be too obscure probably.
Yeah.
They'd probably be too obscure. Nothing super popular if I had to go guess.
All right. Let's see. I have a few others to pick from here, but let's see. We did 7. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we
Wendy.
got two left. Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy O. Williams. Hell yeah.
That's some good shit in here.
Does she come with a sledgehammer? Oh, all right. Let me go through my stuff here and see who we haven't used.
There's a couple I can think of right off the top of my head for some, but
Well, I
don't know who they're
I
gonna be.
didn't for some reason save the slide for this, but I'll find him real quick and pull him up on 3D Joe's. Go ahead and
Pull
get this
him
guy.
up.
We'll use some 3D Joe's. And what do you think about Iceberg?
Iceberg. Cold blooded.
Cold blooded.
Cold blooded bitch. I'm Rick James. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. What else could we do with this one?
Ice, baby.
I like it. He probably would run after that shit, wouldn't he?
Not as easy as you would think for him.
Oh no,
it?
it's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I was like, man, it is.
He hates hot weather. He's from Texas,
Right.
Brownsville, down on the border, I believe.
Iceberg hates. Yeah, Brownsville. Let me think about somebody from Brownsville. I mean,
Waco, Texas. I wish we had weather like this down in Waco, Texas.
I mean, you could have Stevie Ray Vaughan, "Can't Stand the Weather," which is an awesome instrumental song.
Lone Dragon, anything Titanic. My heart will go on.
Oh God. Well, I liked what it was Maneater for Zorana.
Oh yeah,
Maneater.
yeah. The Hall and Oates. Yep.
Yep. How
Yeah,
about
Hot Blooded Foreigner? That's pretty
that's
good.
quality. That's quality. The Barrio. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what
I've never
Brownsville's
been. I
like.
don't know.
Yeah, never
I
been
just know
down
it's.
there.
I just
Never
know it's
been
sitting
there.
over the
He
Mexicans.
signed up and asked for duty going north to Alaska.
Yeah, little Johnny Horton. Yeah, there you go.
That's good too. Let's see. Impervious to the lethal effects of hypothermia. That's I don't know any songs about hypothermia, but that's fantastic.
It was
When he was old
cold as
enough to
ice.
enlist, he signed up. Yeah, that's I like Cold as Ice.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a good one.
he's willing to sacrifice our love.
Oh man,
Happy
hold
Feet? Happy Feet.
on.
Not bad. Wu-Tang Winter Warsby? I don't know if I know that one. Sipping on gin and juice. Bare Naked Ladies versions have great stuff. Every version of whatever they've done. Their own or otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. Cold at Ice is good, good. I mean, I would say, a title of record, Blizzard of Oz would be quality. It'd be apropos right now, right?
Chad N says Winter Wars, and I don't know.
How about Snowblind? Snowblind, and that is Black Sabbath. So there you go. Snowblind by Black Sabbath. Final answer, Iceberg. Survey says,
ding, ding, ding.
ding, 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 ding.
All right, we'll do one more, and I'm gonna give you the very definition of a softball, but we'll see if we can't come up with a few other ones. So get through these here. This one should be a no-brainer.
Well, since I have no brains,
That should be pretty easy for you, and we've already kind of touched on it. But
old hardballs. So yes, I mean obviously Center Field by John Fogerty definitely fits, right?
take me out to the ball game.
Yep, that's another one that works. But you have to do the one from like the 40s or 50s. It's like it's a swell day here at Yankee Stadium. It's 62 degrees, and the Brooklyn Dodgers are up 8-3.
Northwestern wind.
Wild Thing, Stanley? Wild Thing. Take me out of the ball game. That's good. Center field.
Stanley
John
said that from Major League.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Ricky
I get
Ball.
it. I get it. Right. He is from Cooperstown, which is kind of funny that he's from Cooperstown, where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. His name is Hardball.
So Shane, welcome back. Yeah, you know how we do.
Yeah, we just keep fucking going, dude.
We just keep talking.
Oh,
the bit, the who's on first bit.
Yeah, that's great. But would he walk out to that though? You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden he walks out and he's like, "Hang on, guys, we got to."
If he walks real slow,
we got to listen to this bit.
Shit's like 5 minutes long.
So, don't make fun of the Brooklyn Dodgers. I won't ever make that mistake again. Yeah, I mean, look, any baseball song is gonna work for hardball, right? It just will. But he's got the grenade launcher.
Love grenade.
It's a grenade launcher that's like a revolver. That's pretty scary. You know what I mean? Like that's very scary. That thing is massive. Um,
Yeah, that's Shane. That's the one. That's the first one. That's the obvious choice.
yeah,
Viper
yeah.
Scout says Super Bowl
Super
Shuffle.
Bowl
This
Shuffle.
isn't the
Okay.
fridge.
Love Gun is good. Glory Days. The Heat is On by Glenn Fry.
Yeah, one for
You know, that's a good one. Um, how about I got the dumbest shit running through my so dumb, stupid. I'm like, thank you, Red Balls. Um,
Oh, that's a good one.
yeah,
Filter.
Hey Man, Nice Shot by Filter,
Yeah.
quality. Love Gun. Yeah, look, any Rick James, right? You know, any Rick James is quality. Um, let's see. Thinking like, yeah, it's tough. I mean, what is there
Yeah.
anything that you can think of that's different?
Well,
Anything?
I mean, I said Love Grenade. Um, uh, shit. Nugent.
Right. How
Mm,
about Here's to You, Mrs. Robinson? No, I don't know. It's like, what song has baseball in it? I don't know. Let's look
yeah.
them all up. Center
Let's
field
see.
would have been the one that I would have
Centerfield.
initially I would have gone with 100%, hands down. Center field would have been my pick. You know,
Yeah, Centerfield's that's the obvious one.
yeah. See, that's just beautiful, right there.
See, I'm gonna
Who
see.
gets the
Well,
money? Every dollar of it. So sometimes his wife picks up his check. Whose wife? Yes. Boys of
that's
Summer.
good.
That's quality. That's good.
Summer. Um, I just googled the Field of Dreams soundtrack.
Yeah, see, soundtracks are difficult, right? Like you got to have something like, you know, a song that describes the words or has the words in it that like,
Yeah,
you know, that's the tough part. I'm telling you, coming up on you know, off the cuff.
yeah, it's not as easy as you would think doing
Well,
it.
think about how many songs that are out there and how many songs that you've listened to
Yeah,
that you know the words to. But then when somebody asks you to recall something, right? It's like,
yeah,
oh shit, like,
yeah.
what's
Do I
that
get to hear it?
song? What's the name of it?
Yeah.
Right?
Do I get to hear that?
Uh, gotta love Wild Thing, whether that's
Yeah,
Mitch Williams and or from Major League, right?
yeah. I think
Both quality.
Major League is probably
Bad news Bears theme. Yeah,
a lot of people.
Hardball. He's a badass son of a bitch. I'm surprised they haven't made him yet. Actually, I'm
He's
shocked.
bad news for Cobra. I tell you what, that's what he
Yeah,
is.
I
I
am
tell
shocked
you what.
though. I'm really shocked they haven't made Hardball.
I think he's like I said. I said it earlier. I think he's probably one that's coming up.
I mean, just for the paint apps, right? The baseball jersey
Yeah.
and the cap and the you know what I mean, like just the everything about that. Just you know,
What if they put Hardball and Big Lob in the same wave?
fuck Big Lob, man, that motherfucker, he ruins everything.
You kind of feel that way too. There's a lot of Big Lob fans out there,
I
though.
don't know why.
The goal line is inside.
Fucking Big Lob, seriously.
He's
That's
the
they
last one we need to complete the rawhides. We
they
got the rest.
pushed out all of our favorite characters to promote Big Lob in the movie.
Yeah.
We realize that, right? Like Big Lob took precedent over almost every one of y'all's favorite characters.
Well, I mean, the rawhides took precedence over almost every damn body else in the movie,
I
other
know.
than probably
I know.
Roadblock. I mean, shit.
I
They
just
even
remember
jacked
when
Snake Eyes up, smashing him against one of them giant spore tree trunk
I just
things. That
remember
made Snake
when
Eyes look like a bitch.
yeah, when Big Lob came out, and I just remember going, all right, what are we doing here? Like, what are we really doing here? Okay, hardball, okay, kind of funny. Then you get,
Fridge, man.
the fridge, that's a special thing, right? That's taking a real life character and making a figure out of him, like Sergeant Slaughter. A very novel idea, but a fun idea, right? A very pop culture thing to do at the time. You know, then you get Captain Gridiron. Like,
Yeah.
seriously? Like, what are we doing here? Like, we're really gonna do this? Big Lob, Captain Gridiron. You ruined my childhood. No, I'm just
Why? Why?
I'm kidding. I know
that
there's
was
some
fun.
Big Lob. There's some Big Lob lovers out there. I get it, man.
Yeah, you bet there are.
I've had a lot of Big Lobs myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Huh?
Shane says, I love Captain Gridiron. Not me, brother. I couldn't stand that figure. And I didn't
Yeah.
watch the Deke series, mostly just because I couldn't, because of the time frame that they put it on when they brought it back. But,
Yes, sir.
that I would have watched it, even though it's fucking terrible. I would have watched it just because it was new Joe stuff that I hadn't seen. But I actually didn't watch the Deke stuff until 2023 before I ever actually
Yeah,
saw
no,
this.
I know for a fact I did not see any of the Deke stuff. I guarantee that.
It's not a big
Yeah,
lie.
hey, dude, I get it, man. Right? Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, the I will say this about not only the Deke stuff, but also about the cartoons. One of the best memories that I think I have is that, do you remember Thanksgiving, which is at my mom's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do Thanksgiving there. Do you remember when they would show one of the miniseries
Oh yeah.
on Thanksgiving? And we would go in the front room where the TV was. Remember, TV
Yeah.
was in the front room.
It's so strange remembering the TV in there.
And we would go in the front room and we'd watch Revenge of Cobra or whatever, right? We would watch the miniseries, and they would play all 5 episodes back to back to back to back. And that was just such a great memory to have, because obviously, the figures are there. We could play with the figures right afterwards. But it's like on Thanksgiving, while everybody's doing whatever, and we're in that front room and we're sitting there laying on the floor watching G.I. Joe episode after episode.
Yep.
I mean, I loved that, man. But yeah, so.
And I remember the last time we did it, because it was Ninja Turtles. The last time that we probably did that and sat in there and watched those cartoons was the year that the Ninja Turtles come on, and they showed that whole 5-parter or whatever it was for the movie. But the Joes, up until then, it was always going in there and watching the Joe miniseries.
Always. It was so awesome that they would put that on, and we get to watch that before it was time to eat.
See, I don't have the banner anymore. I delete. We used to do memories of G.I. Joe, and I deleted that banner. So this is a memory of G.I. Joe.
So sometimes they don't pop up until, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you try to think of some, but then sometimes stuff just pops in your head. But it was, I just remember that on Thanksgiving in particular, they would always do the G.I. Joe there for like a 3-year period or whatever it was at the height of its popularity, and chances are they would do Transformers as well, if I had to guess.
And Joseph says when he was a kid, there was always mostly a marathon of Twilight Zone.
Huh.
It was always on New Year's.
I was
New
gonna
Year's
say,
Eve and
I
New
I
Year's
think I
Day
remember New
here,
Year's in
and I
particular.
watched the shit out of it, and they always waited until like the last block of episodes to play my favorite episode, which was Talking Tina. It was
Oh
always in
yeah,
like the last handful of episodes that they played on that Twilight
they had to
Zone
string you
show.
along
Yeah,
to get their
Talking
most
Tina,
popular. Right,
Monsters Are Due on Maple Street,
right.
all of the high pro ones.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, for sure.
uh, yeah, Jetman said, "Did you share your Joe toys?"
We didn't really
Yeah,
have to. I mean, I say the reason we didn't have to is because we both basically had like most every thing, and then you had some vehicles that I didn't have, and vice versa. It was
mhm,
usually the vehicles, right? Because the figures, we pretty much had most all the figures up to a certain point, right? To like
yeah,
1988, whatever,
88
through
probably.
88 into 89. We both had pretty much all of them.
Yep.
Save. I mean, seriously, like there wasn't many that got by us for those
Um,
years.
but if you're I see your question two ways, GI Jetman. Did we share them when we hung out together and played with our Joes? Yes, we did.
Yeah,
But if one of us had just gotten a new one that the other one didn't have yet, yeah, you
and
wasn't
you wanted
getting
to, yeah,
that Joe.
yeah,
You
you
wanted
wanted
to
to play with that dude,
play.
right?
As far as like, hey, can I take Breaker home with me? And, next week I'll bring him back to you. We did that, but we didn't do it much. Um, I remember us doing it a couple of times, but for figures, like
Didn't
he
really
said,
have
we
to.
mostly didn't have to. It was vehicles, and I don't remember us ever doing it with any vehicles, but figures
No,
we
I
did a
don't think
couple
so.
times.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, we were pretty fortunate that like
yeah, we were spoiled.
truly to have pretty much like every figure that came out, and the early stuff, I had to work for that stuff at school. I had to trade for that stuff. You know what I
Hustle.
mean? Like, and get those original like 13 or whatever. You had to really work for them because that was a little early for me. So by the time I was into the Joes, it's like, okay, I've got to get these guys. So I just had to, work. I had to trade like a Nintendo game for 3 or 4 figures or some shit like that, right?
So
And
I went
and
and
get them early guys.
I went and broke in their houses
Yeah,
and
that's true. Yeah,
Joe's.
that's true.
Um,
Yep. Yeah.
everybody be at work. I'd just go Jimmy through a window and just take Joe's.
8 years old, 7 years
Yeah,
old. You gotta do what you gotta do.
shit, I ain't got to get the window open as far, man. I just slip in. I see my fat little ass stuck in a window trying to steal some
Uh-huh.
G.I.
Yeah.
Joes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And out where you were sure taking your chances because you didn't
Yeah,
know
you
whether
get
anybody had
shot out
shit.
here. You get thrown in a damn pig trough out here.
Right.
Never see you again. Wouldn't be nothing left but
That
bone
was the
shards
good
and
old
pig shit.
days.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right, we need to be wrapping this mofo up since
Yeah, we
I
need
got to
to.
get up for
You
work in
do.
about 5.5 hours. So,
Yeah, you do. Let's let's
um,
let's knock her
we
down and get her done.
we we got 23 folks still watching. Thank you guys. Hit
Yeah,
that like
really.
if you hadn't.
Thank you.
If you have not, if you're watching the replay, hit that like, all that stuff. We certainly appreciate it. What do you have coming up on the Pop Blender channel? You just put a video live right when we went live. So
I
tell
I
us what you got.
did. I did. I actually did
Now's the
post
time to
it.
go. Oh,
Well, I'm actually gonna grab I'm gonna grab it. I'll post it in the chat, the link, although I don't want anybody to leave this right now. But that is it's basically just box office projections on Fantastic Four coming forward. So I'm gonna try to do more of that and just do some quick hit videos just to get some content out. But they're not too hard to do, but at the same time, just bringing up an article on screen and maybe going over it, putting it out, 6-7 minutes long. And Shane, I appreciate it. I know Woody jumped on there and commented on it, so thank you very much for sure. And so yeah, do a little bit more of that. And that's about it, man. You know, just Sunday night. Gonna give my early review of Fantastic Four. I'll probably make a video about that as well and have that out. You know, hopefully, maybe Friday night if I can, or Saturday early morning.
I hope you can get in a rhythm where you can do that and do some standalone,
Just
content on that.
Couple three a week.
Try one with the beaver costume.
I know, right? I'll give it a shot. Johnny.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, look, I just need to have a camera on me at work, and it would give you a pretty good idea of what that's like.
Just go up there with the GoPro one night and sit up there and.
I thought about it. I just have to go through the video and blur people's faces out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be difficult, but if I could have a video of me at work, it probably would be. It might be interesting to watch.
Need to
I'm not gonna lie.
digitize some of them old videos of you at work in the Olympics.
Yeah, I got to get those from Adrian.
Get those digitized.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah! So
that's about it, man. Just Sunday, gonna do a Fantastic Four vid review, and then Sunday stream. Gonna talk about it, and then obviously Tuesday with Matthew. So that's it.
And you're going Sunday, you said, or
no? I'm going Friday. Yeah, I'm going Friday to see Fantastic Four.
If I get to go, it'll be Sunday. So I'm not sure. I do want to see it. Superman. I'm impartial, but I do want to see Fantastic Four. So if I can fit it in, I may go to a matinee on Sunday or something because I do want to see that one. So I've got coming up, hopefully tomorrow, I will have a Claw review up. I just looked at my FedEx app, and my Claw is in Nashville, so that means it should be here tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get my review up on that bad boy at a reasonable time tomorrow night and try to get over and listen to AFA on Punk. Then, as I said, Friday night, if I don't go to the reunion event at the winery, we may do a 3-star after dark. So I'll get with Pop Blender on that, and a couple people. I'll have some links to send out and just get some people on and hang out and talk about whatever. But I probably won't know if I'm gonna do it until Friday. It's just going to depend on how tomorrow and Friday go. How hot, shitty those days are, since tomorrow's starting about 3 hours earlier than usual.
Yeah, man.
How it goes. How it goes when you got to get up and make real decisions in the real world. I like this world better. Like most of the people in this world better. All these folks hanging out and kicking it with us. I like these guys better than some of the assholes I'm going to have to see tomorrow.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then next Wednesday, I'll be back up here with Krusty Old Crow for Backyard Battlefield. That is all I have for you guys for this evening. Once again, thank you for tuning in and hitting the like, subscribing. Let's go over and subscribe to Pop Blender and see if we can't get him on a 174.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
And once again, thanks, y'all, and we will see you in
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Get ready for a surprise.